We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Louisiana. Plus, Pin Play Rewards members can win up to $500 in Pin Cash every single week. Visit pinplaysports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win. Not a member? Get the Pin Play app today. LeVerge's Baton Rouge Casino is your live sports headquarters. Bring your crew for all the action. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 877-770-STOP.
I'm Jim Knipe. I'm a real lawyer in Baton Rouge. I handle injury cases and criminal defense. Respect for my clients comes first. I appreciate their questions, and I appreciate their phone calls. My client's case is the most important thing in their lives, and I do not take that for granted. If you want a lawyer who knows the law and who's centered around client satisfaction, then you want me. I'm Jim Knipe, Knipe. No frills, no gimmicks. Forget the hype. Trust me, Jim Knipe, mgkblaw.com. That's mgkblaw.com.
LA 2315888.
The Pierre Parts Store, and now the Thibodeau Store, your local experts and one-stop shop for convenience. They'll take the time to give you the customer service the big box stores lack so you can get the job done right. Running short on time? Just go to ThibodeauStore.com and place your order for anything, including now Cajun cookware. Pick it up when you're ready, or you can have it delivered right to your doorstep. How's that for service? Top-notch tools and expert advice. Local service. The Thibodeau Store, 900 St. Patrick Highway in Thibodeau.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX, Jackson, KNXX, Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers, LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Friday, June 28th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with a high of 94. In hour one of today's show, we'll talk about the New Orleans Pelicans' latest NBA draft selection and which LSU Tigers made the latest All-SEC preseason team. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let we go!
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo! What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. OTB, another day, Friday, June 28, 2024. Let's have ourselves a weekend. A bit funny that, this is the week before we celebrate our nation's independence, right? Hell yeah. July 4th, 1776. So what are we roughly, 250 years later? Is my math
roughly,
off?
yeah.
Well, it's been a good run. Because if last night's debate was any sign, we are truly a late-stage empire. If you were telling me that is the best that the system that we have created can produce, then the system had a good run. So enjoy, folks. Let's go out on a bang this July 4th. I don't mean OCU Manure style. Should be safe. But
Pierre Paul.
Crap. I messed up my Giants pass rushers. It felt bad when I was saying it like I was wrong, but I had to power through. If I tried to stop in a minute for the joke, it would have been even worse.
Yeah.
I apologize, OCU Manure. You have all of your fingers, and you have not been a victim of poor fireworks safety. But everybody remain safe while you're popping off over the next weekend or two.
I don't think you can in EBR.
Well, it's a good thing we ain't just talking to EBR then.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
no, you can't.
You really can?
I'm pretty sure you cannot.
Sorry. No, it's fine. It's fine. We've we 1 year. We've only done this, I think, 1 or 2 years because I've had to miss the last couple. But we used to let our Christmas tree dry out after Christmas, and then on New Year's, the neighbors get Roman candles, and we fire them at the tree, and those things would go up like a torch. Like 15-foot flames just burned to a cinder. It was awesome.
I feel like
not
you're
unlike
like
the country.
Tom Hanks in Castaway. I have made fire.
It's how it feels.
That's not, yeah, I can see you being
It's how it feels.
excited about it.
I mean, who doesn't love a good Roman candle war? Maybe, I know today for tier list we're doing best fruits. And no, before you ask, Taylor is not on the list. We have apple, banana, pineapple. I don't think I put kumquat on there, but we can. There's a lot on there.
Cantaloupe on there?
I don't have cantaloupe yet.
Okay.
Look in the doc. It's at 9:15. Add all fruits that you want ranked, as well as via youtube.com/1045ESPN. You too can add your fruits that you want ranked. Like Taylor said, we're going to have some fun this hour. EA College Football releasing their top 25 offenses and defenses based off of rating. I'm guessing it's like an average rating of everybody on the team. I don't know if they do like, if they put like their finger on the scale. Like, let's say you have like a really good quarterback, but maybe not good skill positions, or vice versa. I don't know exactly how it's done, but we can get into them. And as he said, preseason All-SEC, a little Pelicans draft picks. How are we feeling today, though? Feeling well? Feeling good? Feeling ready to attack
Yeah, I got
the
some
weekend?
relief. I went and saw our girl, Crystal Poche, yesterday.
She's awesome, dude. I told you.
Yeah.
Apparently, we store physical trauma in our bodies.
I told her, I said, hey,
Thanks for football.
T-Bob said he missed you. And she's like, who?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I know. Look, I get it. I do. I was making real
T-Bob,
progress
you don't think
there.
that everyone, remembers T-Bob?
I thought maybe it was like a because I haven't been in there and forever. But I miss you, Crystal. She's the best. Restored motion. Shut up. So you feeling a little better?
Feeling a little bit better. I'm just trying to get to the finish line.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Eyes down, blinkers on, blinders on, not blinkers, though you should use those as well.
Yeah.
Alondra, how you feeling?
I feel good. I'm ready for the weekend. It's been a pretty long week for me. I've been pulling double duty all week.
Yep, that'll get you for sure.
I've been doing AFR.
You going to Kane
really?
Brown?
Yeah,
all week?
Yeah.
I'm
doing it
bless you, child.
Monday and Tuesday next week, too.
Yeah, that's a long boy. That's a long boy of a
It's
day.
very long.
You going to Kane Brown this weekend?
No.
Okay.
I thought that's what you told us right before we came on.
No.
Yeah.
I
You
said
I
would
love
never.
I love Kane Brown.
Yep.
Yeah, I said Kane Brown.
I don't
is the
even
hottest
recognize
country
Sawyer
music.
Brown.
He is super hot. He's just like that guy Parker McCollum, couple gold chain.
Whoa.
Gold chain
whoa.
Cowboys just chopping it up.
What's wrong with the gold chain, man? Look,
That's so
I
disrespectful
stay strapped
to
up.
Parker.
I
don't
know,
understand
and you
what's
love
wrong with
Kane
it.
and Parker. That's all I'm saying.
I couldn't tell you
love
a
Parker.
Kane, but I do like Parker a lot, though.
I love Parker.
I couldn't tell you
Taylor,
a Kane
true or
Brown.
false?
song.
Parker McCollum and Kane Brown are the
McCollum
same.
is going to be on Pat McAfee's show today.
I would say false.
Okay.
They are not the same.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, you bum.
I'll back off. I
No,
don't
what
know
I'm
anything about
actually
country
doing
music.
this weekend, so my neighbor, y'all know I'm like cool with my neighbors, and they have a 9-year-old daughter.
Okay.
And her birthday party is tomorrow, and it's at like one of those bounce houses, you know?
What do you mean?
Like trampoline
a
park?
Trampoline
Yeah,
park?
like a trampoline
Oh, yeah.
park.
Hell yeah.
But,
yeah. Be careful now.
so
Very fun, but be careful now.
Okay, I know. So like she was asking all week if I was going to go to the party. So
Yeah.
I was like, yes, I'll go. The thing is, it's a sleepover at the trampoline park.
Oh,
So
like a
that
lock-in.
would be
Yeah.
the greatest birthday party as a child that I
Yes.
could possibly fathom.
Yeah, so that's
a
what we're gonna
lock-in.
do.
Good call it a lock-in, bro. I've
Yeah,
done
it is a lock-in,
in a
yeah.
long time.
a
A
lock-in.
lock-in at the tramp park?
Yeah, it used to be a
so-
skating rink back in the
Oh,
day.
Alexa and I are going to sneak in some things that maybe shouldn't be in there.
Drinking at a child's birthday party.
Little
I'm proud of you,
contraband,
Alondra.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
and
proud of you, girl. You're learning well.
Yeah, so I'm going to sleep over at trampoline park this weekend
Chill
with
out,
a bunch
Dr.
of
Disrespect.
9-year-olds.
Okay, relax.
I know. Happy birthday, Lydia.
Look, as long as you avoid doing what I did the last time I went to a tramp park
I
for a
know,
kid's
I'm-
birthday party and landing with the full weight of your
booty blast?
rear,
Yeah.
yes, on a 3-year-old's face,
Yeah,
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
then you'll be just
I
fine.
think I'll be all right.
Speaking of Dr. Disrespect. Taylor, what's up, man? How you feeling today? You gave me kind of a sad hello this morning when I walked in.
No, I'm in a good mood. I was
Okay,
telling
great.
you guys, I was vibing yesterday evening. I watched the Nickelback documentary on
That's
Netflix.
right, you did
Not
tell us
in a
that.
good mood, dude.
It was banger after banger. I don't know how you couldn't be in a good mood after that.
I don't know how I missed this.
What is the interesting angle on the Nickelback story?
So it just talks about how they got started and everything.
Canadian?
So,
Hey,
what?
They're Canadian?
Yes,
Right?
Yes,
Okay.
Canadian from
Yep.
Alberta,
Okay.
a little town called Hannah, apparently.
all right.
And then they went through like 3 different drummers. over like a 5-year stretch, and they failed coming out of the gate, and it just showed how they
Do
made
they
it.
talk about like how they've got banger after banger, but still get a lot of hate?
Yeah.
So
what do they say about that?
Actually, the lead singer was like very self-conscious
Chad
about
Kroeger.
that when all that first came out. Now he's like, he didn't care. He's like, I'm successful, whatever. But like when it first started, he was like really self-conscious about
it
performing.
sucks. I mean, it's got to hurt really bad.
He's
You're very
also really
vulnerable.
rich.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's how you make peace with it, because you're like, wait, no, people do love me. It's just like the I'm too cool kids that don't.
Yeah.
It's like, who's too cool for Nickelback?
For a while there, a lot of people were, but the tide has shifted. It's kind of like
Creed.
The Star Wars prequels, or Creed, yes.
Creed's like that right
yes,
now.
At
Yeah.
a certain point, the tide shifted, and everybody's like, you know what?
I never
actually
hopped
like
on
this.
that train.
And I'm tired of saying that I don't, or pretending like I don't.
Yeah.
This is fine. I
Agreed.
like Photograph.
Well, T-Bob, like you always ask us like how we're doing.
Photograph.
We never ask you how you're doing. How are you doing this morning?
Thank you.
I asked him yesterday.
Oh, that's
He
true.
did ask me yesterday. I'm fantastic.
Great.
A great workout class at Evolve to start my Friday, which is always fun. And then shout out Connor and Stephanie. Shout out Connor. I hope you're listening. Met them playing tennis last night in a little mixed doubles, and we had an absolute knockdown, drag out battle till about 10:15 at night. And
That sounds awesome.
it was very fun.
Yeah.
Competitive juices, mega flowing. At one point, I was literally throwing the game by just double faulting every time I had to serve. And I was like hitting my racket on my foot. I was like yelling at myself. And it was great, though. It was awesome. And Connor and Stephanie were great, and it was super fun. So, I'm doing very well. I'm
Hell
excited
yeah.
for the weekend. Going to go to Toledo Bend and see my daughters for the first time in like a week. Been missing them. All right. Let's again.
Is this the official start of Lake Bob?
This is the official start of Lake Bob. Pretty much every weekend from now until football season starts, I will be making the commute on Friday to go to Manny. Hopefully that involves a lot of stops at Lee's along the way. Get me a good ham chop sandwich and some pies. Taylor, have you ever had a Lee's pie?
No, but you have told me great things. So
Yeah, if you're ever heading up there, man, if you're ever in North Louisiana, make sure you make a stop where Johnny Carson did. And Portland Presidents have as well. God, it's a good ham sandwich, Bo.
I did not know Johnny Carson.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they went on the Johnny Carson show as well, or maybe he stopped there. I can't remember the exact story, but yeah, it's got a little bit of a. So my son is getting into cars, which is interesting. Watching like, I guess more traditional kind of boy stuff because he's starting to develop like that little personality, and Lee's kind of has a Radiator Springs sort of vibe.
Yeah,
where it used to be on the main thoroughfare. It was real famous. Everybody be stopping in constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Interstate pops up. You gotta go. I mean, it's only like 10 minutes, right? But you got to just go a little detour to get there, and so it's just it's a hidden gem the same way that Radiator Springs was. Car's pretty good, holds up pretty well. Don't know about Cars 2 or 3. Still haven't gotten there yet. Didn't they make Cars
years.
2?
Yeah, it's been like a long time.
Yeah, I know, but like I remember they didn't review well at the time. I didn't have kids, so I didn't really have any incentive to watch them. Don't they randomly make Cars 2 into like a spy movie or something?
Yeah. And it takes place in Japan.
It's like a little bit all over the place. Yeah, it's in Europe.
That's a choice.
Yeah.
I'm kind of into it. I like their world. I really like their world with all their little.
If I'm not
anthropomorphic
mistaken,
cars.
Michael Caine is in it. Like, of course he is.
Well,
Like, he's like the James Bond character.
I was going to say, if you're going to make an Italian or if you're going to make a European-based spy thing, you almost have to have Michael Caine in some role.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, watch Michael Caine in The Italian Job. That's a babe. That's a
the original,
yes,
yeah.
the OG Italian Job. Michael Caine is a good-looking man, and he stayed good-looking his whole life, turns out. All right, when we get back, let's go ahead and dive into these. We can either do the EA list, Pelicans, or preseason All-SEC. Figure out when we get back here on OTB.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
You need steel? Well, you want to go to Gonzales, Louisiana and get Community Steel. CommunitySteel.com for all your purlin, tubing. I almost said AC heat, right? Too many commercials. For all your purlin,
never
tubing,
too many.
sheet metal, trim, never too many commercials. Roofing It's all there, man. It's all manufactured on site. So they get the steel straight from the wholesaler. They make the product themselves, which means you get the best price. No middleman jacking up the price on the back end. No national companies taking advantage of the fact that you don't have other options. No, you get the best price, great product that you can touch, feel, see, interact with, people that you can do the same with. All at Community Steel Company, communitysteelco.com.
Go to the website today, top right corner of the site. See where they're located in Gonzales, Louisiana. We tell you every single day because already, no matter what time you hear us talk about Community Steel, they're already open because they open their doors up at 7 a.m. ready for you. If you can't get there today, though, 225-647-2020.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off F-150. $10,000 off the new 2024 Ford F-150. And all new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Farming is a way of life for us. It's not something we get up in the morning and dread going do. It's just something we go to bed at night looking forward to getting up to go do. John Deere equipment is what we as farmers strive to have. So it's in your blood, it's in your veins. It's just a part of who you are. Green is what we want to be in. The other tractors were acquired to patch it up to get to where you want to be. Where we want to be is in John Deere. Flip the switch and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome
Great
back.
Song.
This is one you sent last night.
Mm-hmm. This,
It
anything?
doesn't sound like rap.
What?
I thought you said you were listening to country rap yesterday. That's what I thought kicked off this whole conversation.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, you were just listening to country?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Country rap?
He said 90s country.
When I thought he said country rap. I was a bit surprised. Wait, so were you listening because you were sad? I think it's time for some stoppage.
For Club and Country. And just about 90 seconds. This is stoppage time on Off the Bench.
What happened, dude?
Whoa, this ain't your time.
Tell the people what happened.
I did it. It's my fault. I hated on Mexico for losing to Venezuela 1-0, and the United States lost to Panama 2-1. The U.S. got a red card in the 18th minute. Very selfish play from Timothy Weah, and
as it was described to me, he just ran into someone, just ran him over.
Like he hit him in the head. Yeah, from behind, I think. So full disclosure, I had to catch up on the game after the fact. We had baseball and football last night, but yeah, when you're playing with only 10 men, basically the entire match, and look, you got fouled 19 times.
Yeah.
19 times, and it turned into, I think, 2 yellow cards for Panama. You had 4 fouls against them that turned into 2 yellow cards. So it just, and Berhalter, which maybe that's the one thing that comes from this. If you don't advance, maybe finally Berhalter will go somewhere else, anywhere else other than coaching the men's national team. That's the only good thing that can come from the United States. By the way, having to beat Uruguay, who won 5-0 over Bolivia.
Oh. Yeah, Mac Lindsay said, that's it. Oh, my God. Tim, what are you doing? Idiot.
Yeah. That's the red card.
And the other part of the game I saw walked in, it was stoppage time at Soak last night. And
I like the buzzer.
It was at literal stoppage time. And I can't remember who it was on the shot, but old boy just absolutely blew the header.
I think it was Chris Richards.
Blew the header. I mean, a beautiful feed from Pulisic. Perfect. Nobody even really challenged him in the air. He had it lined up perfectly and just skied it. Mac Lindsay says, 2 of the G's in Greg. There's 3 G's in how he spells it. Stand for gotta go. So I guess we will see. But yes.
Dame. Even though the U.S. lost, Mexico also lost, and they haven't beat the U.S. since Jesus was a boy. Okay, bud? So chill out. Chill.
Really? 2,000 years?
If you don't stop being literal today, I can already tell it's not going to go well.
All right. Let's talk about the Pelicans real quick, and then we'll get into let's do a little LSU sandwich here. LSU landing 7 players on Phil Steele's preseason All-SEC team. Jake, the first team members, Kyron Lacey. So I think right there off the bat, kind of interesting in that, Kyron Lacey definitely has a lot of local hype, but he's kind of one of those players where you don't quite know what the national expectation is going to be because he was solid last year, but I guess it's interesting to see national guys buying into local hive mind that Kyron Lacey is going to take a significant step forward and be a true one. Anytime you are first team All-SEC at that position, you got to be an absolute dog. So Phil Steele betting that Kyron Lacey is going to take the jump that we here locally think he will.
Well, if you take a look at what he did a year ago, I mean, having almost 600 yards receiving on only 30 catches, he actually averaged a full yard more than Malik Neighbors per catch, over a yard than Brian Thomas Jr. So he had 7 touchdowns as well.
I know.
So, I mean, the numbers are actually there. I don't think it's just hype of, every LSU number 1 receiver is awesome. Look at them. They're dominating the NFL. They just got drafted into the first round. I don't think it's some of that probably.
I just mean that, what will the numbers will almost have to double to be first team by the end of the year. Maybe not the touchdown number, but if you want to be first team at the end of the year, you got to go to 1,000 yards. The catches got to double, probably, and some. And that's a big jump.
Well, there's 157 catches that are now available.
Yep, up for grabs, and he's giant, right? And all reports that we've been getting in the offseason is that our guy is locked in and absolutely ready to take that leap. So Phil Steele agreeing, Kyron Lacey number 1. Will Campbell, first team All-SEC. I mean, duh.
He's best player in the country.
Do we need to really expound on it? The Athletic, again, on their draft big board, has him as the number 1 overall prospect in the country. And let's just continue to reinforce the fact that we are talking about a true junior offensive lineman. I have never seen that before. This is not a redshirt sophomore. It's not a redshirt junior. This is a guy who is really maybe 21 now. Is Will Campbell 21 yet? If he is,
he's from the 318, so probably.
If he is, he probably just
Although
hit
he didn't
21.
go to Evangel or Monroe.
And so the point is to be that young, that solid, and
He's
that
still
hype,
20.
Still 20 years old. And at that position, where
he's 20 until January 6th.
What?
Yeah.
He'll be 20 the entirety of the season. He'll barely have turned 21 when he's selected in the top 5 of the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Insanity. Of course, he's first team All-SEC. He's first team All-American. And then I thought this was interesting. Phil Steele betting on Harold Perkins, refinding that form. I thought maybe you'd have a lot of media members feel kind of burned after last year, where he had so much hype preseason, and then he actually had like a sneaky good year, but the expectations were so much larger than what he did. In terms that Phil is with us in terms of Blake Baker and company making Harold Perkins great again.
It's a lot of unknown with him, but the one thing you do know is the talent's there.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't like seeing him as a nickel Sam any more than any of you did. But the thing is, you have to respect how well he did at that. That is not an easy position to play. It's one of the more difficult positions to play on a football field. And one of the elite rushers in the country went out there and did it. Again, I didn't want to see him out there, but the fact that he could even do it at the level that he did is incredibly impressive to me.
He's still the only defender last year that had a pulse, that had any stats in terms of disruption, TFLs, picks, sacks. Harold Perkins is solid, but we expect him to be great again this year. So does Phil Steele. Then we jump down to third team for the Final Four here. Emory Jones, third team tackle. Was accurate, fair? Should he be higher?
Yes. Yeah. He's not going to be first team, right? But he should at minimum be second team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that he didn't get second team somewhat, but it's also not really that hard to understand.
What, Banks from Texas probably got the other first team?
And it's one of those situations where it's you like kind of when you're putting these lists together, a lot of times you almost don't want to. It's like you don't want to double up. You try to avoid this because you try to be objective and say, okay, this guy belongs here, this guy belongs here. But at the same time, you don't just want to put like both the tackles as first team. And Will Campbell's shadow looms so large that Emory Jones always is kind of underappreciated in terms of how good and how solid he is. I mean, you're talking about probably the best tackle duo in the entire nation, but still, third team All-SEC. It's preseason. He has a chance to earn his way up.
Yeah, he's the only reason he's second team SEC is because there's another top 5 tackle that plays for Texas, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He ain't third team.
Slade Roy is on the third team as well. Deep snapper, great name, third year starting. Of course, has been perfect basically during the time. Makes a lot of sense. Also, LSU kind of a deep snapping pipeline at this point. I was a bit surprised here. Greg Penn getting some preseason love. Maybe partially a function of a guy that's been doing it for a very long time, but also another sign, and we'll get to this in the EA rankings as well, that they are expecting some defensive improvement under Blake Baker, specifically at that position.
I'm expecting improvement at that position without question. Look at what he did the first time that he was here. But also, Greg Penn was a tackle away from being your leading tackler a year ago. He also had 4 sacks.
Oh.
So 90 tackles, 4 sacks, 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble. Like Greg Penn was really good last year.
Yeah, I know, but me and you have always been kind of low on him.
Well,
And
we said that he's a first and second down linebacker.
Yes, I hope that Greg Penn can have a even better year, prove me wrong about kind of maybe some of the limits that I've put on him. And if he does so, well, maybe he finds all I see at the end of the season. And then Xavier Thomas, the Mississippi State transfer, named both the third team punt and kick returner. And please, God, I hope so. There is no way that LSU should be as bad at that position as they have been the last few years. It boggles the mind. It borders on insanity that you could have these teams filled with so many premier athletes, guys. 70% blue chip ratio from the recruiting ranking. 70%. Okay? And you can't find someone to return kicks? And we got cats out here back there just because they can catch it? Get the hell out of here.
For a long time.
For a long time. What, like probably the greatest other kind of black mark on the Brian Kelly era, along with like being ready for the first game and whatnot. So I really hope that Xavier Thomas lives up to this billing. He was really good in this role at Mississippi State. He already has a couple touchdowns to his name. I think he will, because he's proven that he can. And if he comes here and he can't, well, then you have a problem with how you're coaching and developing it.
Yeah, I agree with you. It has to change. LSU, when they're at their best, has a dynamic playmaker back there. They just do. Buster Davis, Trendon Holiday, Tyrann Mathieu. I mean,
Trey White, he was sketchy sometimes, but he had a few touchdowns mixed in as well.
Yes, even Derek Stingley, right? I mean, He gave you something. He gave you the ability to make an exciting play, the ability to hit a home run. In the last couple of years, you've basically had me back there.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, go fair catch this. Do not return it and give us the ball.
Like, I mean, that's what I was taught on, like, as an O-lineman on kick return. And you're telling me that's how we've been developing our punt returners? Ridiculous. Also, Xavier Thomas could be sneaky good as a receiver for this team as well. I don't feel like we talked about it enough. I feel like, of course, Kyron Lacey, of course, C.J. Daniels being the big receiver recruit from a statistical standpoint. Remember, when we prepped for Mississippi State last year, the only guy that jumped off the film was Xavier Thomas. And we said that, and he had about a statistically equivalent season to that of Kyron Lacey. So I'm going to be interested to see what he does offensively as well.
I got a couple of weapons as far as like receiver, by the way. Like, yes, it's going to be Kyron Lacey, and you've got some outside options, but they have some interesting like slot guys that they can get the ball in their hands quickly, make them, have to put pressure on the defense, see if they can make a play in space, because, look, that is okay. It is okay to have the ball, get it out of your hands, get it one-on-one with your guy, and you've kind of been missing that kind of receiver. You've had plenty of guys on the outside, even guys in the slot that can run every single route, but I'm talking about just quick hitters, just let the guy one-on-one in space, and that feels like that's what he can be. That's what we thought Aaron Anderson would be a year ago.
Yeah, that's true. Anderson didn't really. Hopefully, Xavier Thomas can be a bit more effective in that role. So there it is. Phil Steele, 7 preseason All-SEC team members. Congratulations to all those guys, man. That's awesome. Like, it's so crazy how when you're an athlete, something like third team, you can feel like snubbed, but it's still a great honor to be recognized in a conference this deep with this much talent. So huge congrats to all 7 guys.
I'll say it's, not quite the honor that Will Campbell and Harold Perkins and Whit Weeks find themselves on the All-Meathead team with.
Yeah,
and the Phil Steele, but it's pretty close.
Damn, LSU's got 3 players on the All-Meathead team. Does that lead the way?
I have to double check that.
Yeah,
I have to double check that.
Good. F him.
Yeah, there's only one Ohio State guy because Bobby didn't do his homework.
I mean, let's also be honest. Like, the whole problem with Ohio State is that they're not meathead enough.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why they've been getting their ass kicked by Michigan. Like, they have better players. They're just soft and flashy. Like, Ohio State has to prove to me this year, if they're going to win a natty, they got to have a little grit, a little gristle, a little gravel in the belly. And I just don't know if I see it yet.
We do have to mention Skylar Green before.
For kick returners. I mean, look, the list is long and distinguished.
We had to name our teammates, though.
True.
God, I went from Skylar Green to Buster Davis to Trendon Holiday.
Yeah, strong. And then straight into what? Tyrann Mathieu? Pat Peterson. Then Tyrann Mathieu. Like, what are we doing? And now we got guys just fair catching it every time. Please, Xavier Thomas, rescue us. Send us back to the land of milk and honey. Split the defense like the Red Sea and find your way to consistently good returns. All right, when we get back, let's talk a little EA College Football 25. They released their top 25 offenses and defenses, and you may be a bit shocked about where the Tigers ended up on both. More OTB coming up next.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
K to Z window coverage, KTOZblinds.com, K to Z blinds.com. Check it out, man. You want to get dad something or you something or just the family something, right? When you're out inside, maybe you got like an outdoor TV setup, outdoor grill, anything like that. Have K to Z out to your home. Have them look at the situation. They'll tell you exactly how sunlight interacts with your home throughout the day. And maybe like some drop-down shades outside are exactly what you need. Stay cool while you're out there hanging out. Maybe you need some like honeycomb shades for your master bedroom, your baby bedroom, where you can make it black out in a second. Also sound dampening. You don't have to worry about waking the little one. The bottom line is you're going to maximize your home's potential with K to Z. So get those window coverings at KTOZblinds.com.
Yeah, when you go to the website, we always encourage you to schedule a consultation because when they come out, they're just going to know your space. They're going to know it so quick, and you're going to be blown away. They're going to tell you exactly what you need because you tell them what you're looking for. They're going to master it. KTOZblinds.com.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Elevate brand visibility, ignite customer engagement with the power of radio and digital advertising combined. Guarantee Digital Media brings the two together as a trusted media partner in Louisiana for nearly a century. Claim your free digital audit at guaranteemedia.com.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Farming is a way of life for us. It's not something we get up in the morning and dread going do. It's just something we go to bed at night looking forward to getting up to go do. John Deere equipment is what we as farmers strive to have. It's in your blood, it's in your veins. It's just a part of who you are. Green is what we want to be in. The other tractors were acquired to patch it up to get to where you want to be.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Hey, come on now. Welcome back to Off the Bench. T-Bob, Jake, Alondra, and Taylor hanging out with you today.
Chicky is hot in there. Hoochie coochie.
Now what now?
You heard it.
Damn, Bo. Love that Chattahoochee smell. Say, Bo, you watched that NBA draft last night?
It was yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Exactly. Why in the world did the NBA think that they had the clout to spread this thing into 2 rounds? Hey, look, putting it all on one night, nobody cares about, but certainly spreading it out, putting both rounds on TV. It was like 4:20 in the afternoon. I'm like,
I saw that. 4:20.
I knew. God, why did I do that? I should have said 4:30.
You literally could have said any other number.
But
you said the one wrong number.
I'm about to tell you why. On off campus, like we were live on air, I was like, the hell's that doing on? It's 4:20 in the afternoon. Nobody cares. Literally nobody cares. And then, of course, the Lakers did what we all knew they were going to do at 55. They selected Bronny James.
Hell yeah.
And my buddy texted me last night, and this is the perfect way to put this. This is the greatest example of daddy ball that we've ever seen before.
I
don't
know, dude. ESPN just said one of 4 freshmen to score 100 points, 50 assists, 50 rebounds in less than 500 minutes. Like going out
literally
of their way
finding any stat that they possibly could.
Yeah,
it's Bob Uecker, right, in Major League.
Yeah,
a lot of Bob Uecker energy when he's like undefeated on Tuesdays when it's under 72 degrees. Trying to find anything to make it to make it work.
I mean,
hey man, look, you know what?
ESPN knew the whole time too. Like they ranked him overall player in the draft as 55th.
Yeah,
and they knew the Lakers had the 55th.
The power
pick.
rankings came out last week, and they were like, "We think he's the 55th
Bruh,
best player."
When you're the king, you get to do kingly stuff. I mean, what do you mean?
I get what you're saying, but the fact, and Bronny James has handled like a lot of this actually nicely.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's a rough spot for him to be in, and it's only going to get rougher when camp starts.
No doubt about it.
So awkward.
Here's a problem that I have. He's not a draftable player. Based off what he did at USC, was not a starter.
Yeah.
Started like a handful of games at what was it? 5 games, I think? Less than 5 maybe. Games at USC, and he got selected into the NBA draft. When you get drafted into a professional league, that is like this badge of honor. That is like, I have worked my entire life to hear my name called, see my name across the screen.
He has worked his entire life.
And he did not deserve to get drafted into the NBA. Okay? There's players like a PJ Hall, who was first team all ACC for Clemson, led his team to the Elite 8, right? He is somebody that is 6'8", 240 pounds, and can shoot.
Hope not, bro. I mean, what about Antonio Reeves? Pell's draft pick.
He got drafted, though. I'm saying, like, P.J. Hall didn't get drafted.
Oh, P.J. Hall didn't get drafted, you're saying?
Yes. Trey Alexander, really good player.
That
at
dumb
Creighton.
guy that can't read.
He got drafted.
He got drafted.
Yeah, you got actually 10th pick in the second round.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Big win for the dummies. No, look.
I could go through a list of players that T-Bob deserved to get drafted, really good college players, and they're going to get an opportunity somewhere. They'll sign a free agent deal, and they'll have their shot. But to me, it's disrespectful to those players that started in college, were first team All-ACC, first team All-SEC, led their team to an Elite 8, and because of, Bronny James and who he was, the Lakers take him at 55.
Yeah, well, maybe they should swim out of LeBron's nuts, because Bronny won the ultimate race, the number one race that mattered, and that was to the egg. I mean, do you think that Aegon deserves to sit on the Iron Throne? But he does. That's just humans. We love lineage and bloodlines, and when you're the king, you get to do what you want.
Look, and I heard Woj go off and there's nepo babies everywhere in the NBA, owners and GMs and coaches. I'm like, okay, well,
nepo babies represent
that might be true, but if they don't make it, do they end up in the same place that if these players don't make it end up? Like there's players that they've every day of their life they've woken up at 6 a.m. and ran the levee and worked on basketball and done all those things to get to this point.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, this is the one time that a draft pick is in this situation. Like, did I miss one? Like, is there ever somebody else that started 3 games on a bad college basketball team and got drafted?
I mean, I'm sure you could find some, but they would be guys who are like physical freaks and outliers where you're just like.
Not under 6'2".
No.
Maybe the craziest part to me, first off, Bronny James worked out for literally the Los Angeles Lakers, refused to work out for other teams. Yeah. Bob Myers was on set yesterday. They have it on video. Bob Myers said that GMs were calling him saying that Rich Paul reached out to teams and said, if you draft Bronny James, he's not playing for your team and he'll go play in Australia. That blows my mind. This guy averaged 4.8 points per game in college. Who the hell are you? Like, these teams weren't drafted him anyways, but What happens if
good to be
LeBron
the
retires? The Lakers waive Bronny James. Are these other teams going to want him?
No, but that's a great part about basketball. You can play anywhere. There's a million professional jobs to be had. You can go live in Europe and play. You don't think I wish I could have done that for football? Freaking wish NFL Europe was still around. I've been playing for the Frankfurt Claymores or something.
It'd be Barcelona Dragons.
Yeah, hell yeah. Are you kidding me? Barcelona? That would be
We'd have
incredible.
whipped y'all's ass. Over
no
there,
way.
the Claymores.
No way. I think Claymores was a Scottish team, maybe.
I think they were.
I want to say Germany had like 3 or 4 teams, but either way.
Rainfire?
Yeah, Rainfire. That was it. I knew. Yeah. But either way, look.
That's kind of good.
Shout out Bronny, dude.
Eh.
Shout out Bronny, dude. Nepo babies got to stick together. I got your back, dog. I hope you prove all these haters wrong.
You really don't think?
I hope you find a way.
I'm not rooting against the kid by any means.
Sounds like you are, dude.
No. I just, again,
No,
I know
you
how
are.
hard it is to get drafted, and I know there's a lot of players that have worked their entire life to get to that point, and I know it's just one draft choice out of, what is it, 59? Either way, it's one draft choice out of a bunch. I get that, but still, there's so, like, I'm pretty sure Jalen Bridges from Baylor didn't even get drafted.
DJ Burns did not get drafted from NC State.
That's another. Like, I didn't expect him to, but still, like,
Yeah.
that's
You know
a player
who I've
that
never heard of?
dominated the NCAA tournament.
You know, I've never heard of these guys. You know, who I've
heard
heard
of
of
DJ
Bronny.
You know DJ
Like,
Burns.
he literally
was
took over
the
the
hefty
NCAA
dude that
tournament.
everybody
Oh, the
loved
big
at
dude.
NC State.
Vending machine.
Vending machines.
Yeah, he owns the vending machine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hell
you know
yeah.
DJ Burns.
He led to a boot-in vending machine talk.
Yeah.
And you've only heard of Bronny James because he's LeBron James' son. So, like, you can really make that argument.
But
like,
I still done heard of him.
yeah,
because he's LeBron
not
James'
because
son.
of how good he plays, though.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but exactly. But that is the point. Why did he get drafted? Because he's LeBron James' son.
Michael
Why
Jordan's
have I heard
son
of
didn't
him?
get drafted.
LeBron
He
James'
started at
son.
Illinois.
Shout out. We went to
Well,
UNC
like,
basketball camp together.
People
when
have
we were
heard
younger.
about DJ
Okay, yeah.
Burns because he was just in March Madness and did really well in it.
I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, this is America. This is how we do. Like, Jake, I mean, the point is not wrong that there are Nepo babies littered throughout front offices and ownership and everything. Yes, I'm one.
I mean, but you're not.
Yes, I am. 100% I am. I would have never gotten the job or the opportunity that I did to start my career if it wasn't for my dad being in radio at WWL. You know,
You think
and
you would
like
have kept
Bronny, you want
it
to
if
make the
you
most
weren't
of
good
it.
at it?
Yeah,
I'm not,
exactly.
that's not a commentary on that, though. Let's watch.
And you
let's
also
see-
had your own
let's see what-
career, though.
Let's
Like,
see what Bronny does.
Okay, but
though.
like, how many games did you start at LSU?
Yeah.
How many did you
that's
start?
fine. I think like 29. Freaking barely
Okay, but
missed
it's-
30.
All right,
But
that's
it's
like
also not
five
like 40
times
something,
what
though.
Bronny James started.
And Bobby Hebert did not run to the Saints front office and demand that the Saints draft you either.
Well,
That- that also-
because he doesn't have that clout.
Okay, that's
One
fine.
of the proven things in humanity is that it's very rare is the instance where the dad will deny the son if he can allow it. So I don't know.
To your point, the Lakers owner is a Nepo baby.
To be clear, I'm playing devil's advocate here, right? Like, I definitely understand what Jake is saying. It feels like injustice. It feels really bad for guys that were more deserving, that worked their ass off, that don't have the safety net or the wealth or everything else to fall back on, that he would get selected simply because. But again, to me, it's really the commentary. It's just the commentary on LeBron James' legacy. He's just good to be the king. And he's just so good and so what's like larger than life that you're literally spending a draft pick on his son that you don't really think will probably develop into anything.
So it seems like a waste of a draft pick.
Yeah, but also second round picks in the NBA, like we said, it's kind of like, I mean, throw it at a dartboard, and sometimes you get really
but maybe
lucky.
you get a good
Maybe
hit,
you get a Herb
and you get
Jones.
somebody that you can develop.
Maybe you
yeah.
get
Draymond
Nikola
Green?
Jokic.
Jokic a second round?
Jokic got drafted. I think it was like a Popeyes commercial or something
Yeah.
popped up on the screen, and his name just ran across the bottom.
Taylor Sharp says that Bronny James the next Nikola Jokic. Okay, put it on YouTube.
I never said that.
Okay, so maybe get Antonio Reeves, the Pelicans draft pick. Let's talk about next here on OTB.
Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
All-Star Toyota BatonRouge.com, All-Star Toyota BatonRouge.com. All your vehicular needs under one roof, whether it's buying a vehicle, like new or Toyota certified used vehicle where you get a great price, look at the next morning coverage, renting a vehicle, Maybe it's getting your vehicle serviced. Body shop, simple service, a little checkup, whatever the case may be. Insurance claims are welcome. Free professional estimates. All makes and models welcome. Okay, doesn't be Toyota, doesn't be All-Star. It's right there off of Airline in Goodwood. And the service, the people are what make it. It's fantastic. It is your one-stop car shop. Go check them out today. Get yourself a Toyota Sienna minivan, guys. MVG. Also, ToyotaBatonRouge.com.
Or a Highlander, or a 4Runner, or a Sequoia, Tacoma Tundra, whatever it is. It's the great part about it. Buying new, leasing, and renting, everything that they have is available in all three of those processes. And the CN minivan, if you want to hang with T-Bob, but only for a couple days, you can do that by renting at allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
Get the 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge app powered by Bayou Ford and tap the microphone icon to send us your thoughts in an audio message. Your message could be played on air during Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob, The Hunt Palmer Show, and after further review with Matt Moscone.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off F-150. $10,000 off the new 2024 Ford F-150. And all new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
When it comes to ending cancer, we push forward, always working together for you. That's why our cancer experts at Ochsner have clinically integrated with MD Anderson Cancer Center. This means advanced cancer care, including access to life-saving clinical trials and integrating care to treat the whole you. Introducing Ochsner MD Anderson Cancer Center. Long live you.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Hey now! Shout out to the Pelicans. Drafted Antonio Reeves with their second-round pick. And, I was wondering, what happened to my... I have the wrong headphones on. And it's a bit interesting, Jake, because in many ways... the Pelicans' second-round pick, the antithesis of their first-round pick, and I love that. Let's compare them, right? Emisi, you got a big, and Antonio Reeves, you got a guard. Emisi got an athletic freak, And Antonio Reeves is somebody that I would describe as athletically humble and relative to the NBA.
Wow. Athletically humble.
You have someone who is defensive-minded, whereas Reeves, one of the best offensive players in the country last year, averaged 20 points a game for Kentucky. And Messi, you have someone who cannot shoot to save his life.
Yeah.
And at Reeves, you have maybe the best three-point shooter in the entire country last year. Again, shot 45% from three on nearly 6 attempts a game. Messi is young. Reeves is relatively old, a 5-year college player, 3 years at Illinois, 2 at Kentucky. So again, I kind of love this draft class because with the first-round pick, you go with the super high-ceiling guy potential. Let's see if we can develop him. And with the second-round pick, you add somebody that you expect to have a lot more maturity, a lot more experience, and a shot that maybe Jake can translate almost no matter what. It remains to be seen. But, 45% from three, I'll take it. 20 points a game in Kentucky, I'll take it.
Yeah, the write-up of him says Reeves might not be the most versatile two-way player in the draft, but one of the more diverse shooters in all of college basketball last season. Talks about him coming off the bench, what he can get for you. And it also talks about what the Pelicans already have as far as defensive guys.
Yeah, they're
defensive
loaded.
matchups, that's what they say. Like, so if you've got Herb and Jose on the court at the same time, you're not going to notice Reeves. It's not like he can't play defense. It's just of the things that he does well, it's not one of them. And so you can kind of hide it, as they talk about here in the article. And that makes a lot of sense. And you're looking for shooters. You're looking for somebody that can come in off the bench. And you're going to have to replace – not that Najee Marshall was this, but you're going to have to replace his minutes and his points and his productivity off the bench. And so now you add somebody else into that mix. Now, Jordan Hawkins, same thing. I think he's an elite shooter.
Yeah.
That's what he was at UConn. And I would love to see him take over that role, but you also have a backup now in Antonio Reeves that can do the same.
So the only other player last year who took at least 175 threes and had a higher percentage than Reeves was Dayton's Kobe Bryant. So, again, you were talking about maybe the best shooter in all of college basketball last year. And it's a second-round pick. So, I don't want to hype it up too much. I'm just saying from a philosophical strategy, team-building standpoint, I really like the juxtaposition of these two picks where they are kind of opposite in nature, but they check potentially two different boxes, and you give yourself a chance to work out. You have, like I said, a young potential guy, a more proven old guy, and let's see which one maybe rises to the fore. Maybe neither, maybe both. If you get really lucky, but it remains to be seen. Coming up hour 2, let's talk about a surprise cut, maybe coming for the Saints. Keep it locked, OTB.
Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Rejuve-Me Medical, RejuveMeMedical.com. Restore me, refuel me, Rejuve-Me. Bron, you want to last a little longer than Bronny's tenure? Hit our guys up. Okay? Baton Rouge, Metairie, Slidell, Monroe now as well. Maybe it's HRT, maybe it's semaglutide. The point is you get a free consultation, you get your labs drawn. Your body is the guide. They customize a plan for you to make you reach your full potential. Feel young, feel strong, feel good. Rejuve-Me Medical.
Yeah, go to the website today and you can get that consultation all set up. But also you can check out a list of, maybe something that's going on with you. And maybe you don't see it on the list. But the beauty is you go in and you get your blood drawn and they help you get to the bottom line of it. Then once they figure out what it is, then they get you on a path to feeling like your youthful self once again. So throughout Louisiana, also now location in Mississippi, go get that consultation set up over at RejuveMeMedical.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial properties. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Farming is a way of life for us. It's not something we get up in the morning and dread going do. It's just something we go to bed at night looking forward to getting up to go do. John Deere equipment is what we as farmers strive to have. So it's in your blood, it's in your veins. It's just a part of who you are. Green is what we want to be in. The other tractors were acquired to patch it up to get to where you want to be. Where we want to be is in John Deere. Flip the switch and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Friday, June 28th. Today in Baton Rouge, expect rainy skies with a high of 94. In hour 2 of today's show, we'll talk about possible Saints roster moves, and we'll discuss where LSU ranks in college football 25 video game. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now. Let we go!
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo, yo, yo.
Dude, welcome back. Hour number 2 here this Friday. Hope you're having a great Friday. Let's have ourselves a good weekend. Get some drinks, get some sun, have some fun. Stay safe out there when you're popping off them fireworks. Shout out to all the fireworks stands. I feel like they're now taking credit cards.
Really?
I feel like everyone I've seen has been taking credit cards.
Shout
See, if they get high tech like that, then
I mean, but that's the thing. It's become democratized.
What do you
really
want?
not
You want-
high tech.
I want
You
that
want Joe
old
Dirt?
school. Yes, I need to like go
Where's
with cash.
Where's the good stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. How much
Exactly.
cash you got in your purse right now? You ain't got none.
I
Don't
don't have
lie.
my purse. I have a fanny pack.
Okay, well, don't lie. How much cash in the fanny pack?
I
Don't
probably
lie.
have about a quarter, if anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it ain't nothing to go to an
Taylor,
ATM,
how much cash
pull
do you
some
have
cash.
in your wallet right now?
Don't carry cash with me
Yeah,
ever.
exactly. I randomly do right now because I still just have a leftover little nut from Vegas that I had brought and then didn't spend.
What can $40 get me?
You probably, I mean, a pretty good amount.
You
A lot
think?
of 2-for-1 specials going on right now, bruh.
What can $40?
In Vegas?
No.
At a fireworks stand?
Fireworks.
No. The prices are high now. That can get you one
they're
decent.
high now?
That can get you one
they
decent firework.
They can't get you like
I would.
one
if you want like the big
I'm putting my
500
$40
gram,
back
like
in my
20
wallet.
shot.
Come on, dude. You get like a box of M80s, some Black Cats,
Okay,
maybe
yeah.
some Texas
But
Pop
if you want
Rockets.
like, if you
Come
want
on now.
like firework in the sky, explodes with the colors, whatever.
No.
One
Nah,
firework.
Nobody wants that.
No, what do you?
No.
Unless you're doing like a full show, those are the least fun. You want the ones that you can play with.
Yeah.
Oh well, then he can get you a ton.
The ones that you can like throw at each
I want
other.
the one I can throw at my brother.
Yeah,
Because
you
a
want
lot of
some
times it's
M80s.
like buy one get 4 free.
Yeah.
Or get yourself a little Texas pop rocket, Bo.
God, I love that scene in Joe Dirt. It's
I don't remember the fireworks scene in Joe Dirt. I ain't seen Joe Dirt in a few years.
Oh my gosh. Whisker do's, whisker don'ts.
I like the scene where he has sex with his sister.
What?
Yeah.
God.
You know?
So to me, like
No,
whenever I
I
carry
don't.
cash,
I don't know.
when I carry, that's like free money. You know, like if I'm
Yeah.
if
Same
I'm
way.
spending cash,
Yeah.
I'm not really like I
Yeah,
got that
yeah.
for free.
Yeah,
like if
I
I
did,
It's
yeah.
because it's already out of the account.
Right.
So
Yeah,
the
it's not in the
digital
budget.
numbers
I didn't
don't go
touch
down.
my debit card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so it's like I still have money.
It's a bit insidious in that way, isn't it?
I guess. I mean, that's just how it works.
I
I don't make the rules.
agree, though. You're absolutely right. All right, so for our best fruit tier list, again, guys, Taylor not on it. The apple we have right now.
But
We
that's
have
my
apple.
favorite one.
I know. Trust me, he's one of my favorite too. But we got apple, banana, watermelon, grapefruit, grapes, tomatoes? Question mark.
Ooh.
No, tomatoes are
Pineapple,
Grapefruit.
orange, cantaloupe, avocado? Question mark. Cantaloupe, cherries.
Oh, we did put cantaloupe twice.
Peaches, lemons, limes, strawberries, mangoes, plums. If we're missing any, guys, please get in the youtube.com, Bayou Ford YouTube chat, youtube.com/1045ESPN, and let us know so that we can make sure that we have the most accurate and scientifically.
Anyone call like dragon fruit?
Kiwi. There we go.
Yeah, there's
kiwi.
dragon fruit.
Uh,
Or is there not dragon fruit?
dragon?
Yeah.
These nuts across your face?
I already knew.
Oh, got him.
Did you? What? No, you didn't.
Yeah, I got him. Yeah, I did.
I don't think
Absolutely.
so. I don't
Absolutely
think
got
so.
him.
You go
I
to the
didn't.
judges on that one.
Absolutely
I
got
don't
him.
think you did.
Judges?
The judges
Taylor,
say
do you
no.
want to be judges? Did I get him?
We're all the judges and we say no. You did
Technically,
not get-
yeah, but it was kind of an obvious one, so
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of a gray area.
Call me Antonio Reeves on
Right,
these jokes.
technically,
Don't call you Bronny
look,
James. You'd have
You
missed.
made the joke, so technically, yes, you
I'm
did.
shooting 45% from three. So we'll continue. We'll get to that in hour number 3. So how about this? EA Sports. And Taylor, if you want to put up the images, I put the links from On 3. But EA Sports has released their top 25 offenses. And now this is based on, it has a rating. How they arrive at the rating, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's probably just kind of a raw average, basically, of maybe your starters or the players on there. I don't know if they're putting their thumb on the scale if they think like a team has a good quarterback or not. But number 1 in the country, UJ Bulldogs, 94 overall. Number 2 in the country, the Oregon Ducks, 94 overall. 3, Alabama, 91 overall. 4, Texas, 91 overall. 5, Ohio State at 89. And then LSU coming in at number 6, 89 overall. Also, Miami and Colorado, 7 and 8, which that actually makes me question big time how they arrived at these rankings. Because how in the world, Jake, if LSU's an 89, on what planet is Colorado an 89? And I would extend that to Miami, except Miami does have better players. Colorado's O-line is probably still mostly hot trash.
I guess so. My understanding, and you're way more dialed into this video game than I am, but my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, is they took the player rankings and put them all together.
So that's what I'm saying.
Right?
But that can't make sense with Colorado.
Unless they
There
just
is
have
no
Shedder
way.
and Travis and all that, like so highly rated that. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Like,
I'm
I
saying.
would expect Travis might be at 99. Do we know that yet?
I don't know.
I
that,
bet he's
but
on
he
the cover.
probably
I
is,
bet he's
but
in
he probably
99, and
is.
so he's at receiver. So that help.
No, I know. So that's why I think maybe they're putting their thumb on the scale. If you have a great quarterback or something, like maybe actually Will Howard brings Ohio State down a little bit.
Yeah.
Because again, on a player-to-player basis, Colorado is not good.
No, there's not a coach in America that would take Colorado's offense over Ole Miss's offense. There's not a coach in America outside of Prime.
Yeah, Ole Miss at 13th on this list. And I mean, everything for Ole Miss will come down to whether or not they fix that offensive line, which they definitely tried to. I think they did. Shout out Kansas checking in at 14. But yeah, so you have Miami 7, Colorado 8, Mizzou 9, Clemson 10.
Clemson 10, that's egregious.
They have a lot of talent, but I have no idea.
They got a good running back.
is it still who's the quarterback? Is it still Klubnik?
Yeah.
Well, and then Bo Collins was one of their go-to weapons last year. Yeah, he's at Notre Dame now.
Clemson has no proven weapons on the outside.
You know what's funny? When we were looking at blue chip ratio, I was looking at after transfers are factored in, and pretty much everybody goes down. Florida State actually is the only team that jumps up significantly.
Because Mike Norvell's the portal king.
Yes, I agree. They jump over. They are not in blue chip until you factor in transfers. Then they jump into the club. Auburn drops out. Texas A&M takes a huge drop, but actually still ends up like 8th in the country. I'm going to talk more about A&M a bit later in the show. But Clemson doesn't change.
Dabo's on to something.
No, I mean,
don't have one.
I know, but what I'm saying is like they don't lose, they don't get like regardless of how we feel about Clemson, Dabo knows how to pick guys that are Clemson's culture. Like that Braden Jacobs video that was so cringy and bad and the bedazzled football.
Oh, you're 10-star, mama.
Hey, what's your name again?
Hey.
Oh, you should be a 10-star, mama.
Hey, you want to get on this too?
Hey, you see this? That's bedazzled football. You ever seen that before? Dabo's evangelist energy is just out of like TV evangelist, right? Evangelism is a positive, good thing, spreading the good word, being a good person. But his TV evangelist energy is just out. Thank you. Televangelist energy is out of control.
Like, look, Jimmy Swagger got a building right down there and down the road. Dabo
would absolutely fundraise for a private plane so he wouldn't have to fly with the general public and do it in the name of Jesus. Look at that guy talking about how these demons in this tube with these demons. Hey man,
this tube with these.
It's like LeBron James, dude. It's good if you can get it. If somebody will pay you for a private jet because you've convinced them that God has deemed it necessary, that's just a 99 on charisma to me. You rolled a nat 20. Congratulations. That's just great Riz right there. Riz King. Televangelism, Riz King, Dabo Swinney.
Can you pull that list back up? Where's Tennessee on that list?
Let's see where Tennessee is on that list. Not in what?
They're not on there.
What? Huh? Well,
Because what I have found over the offseason is you either really love Tennessee or you think they're highly overrated. There's no in between. With the people that I've talked to, like Connor O'Gara, he joins us every Thursday.
Who is O'Gara?
It's O'Gara. You call that man the wrong name for 2 years.
Every time, dude.
He loves Tennessee. Loves them. I think Aaron is a believer in Tennessee.
A big believer.
I have not found anybody that's been like, you know what? I think they'll be pretty solid.
I think I might be that lone middle voice. I mean, I have them at 9-3. I don't think they make the 10-2 club.
I had them in the third tier of the SEC yesterday. I'm trying to think. I know Texas A&M was in the same tier as they were, and I'm trying to think who else I put there, because the middle tier was Alabama, Missouri, Ole Miss, LSU. The top tier was Georgia and Texas.
Oh, so you didn't put Tennessee in that tier? See, I put Tennessee in that tier. I just don't think they're going to emerge out of it. I put them in that second tier. But then again, I think I probably actually have Alabama in my top tier. If I'm being completely honest.
I mean, don't let the blue chip ratio chart.
It's not. I've been consistent. From
some of the issues that they have. They're going to be
a lot of hype on Milroe coming out of the offseason. A lot of hype on Milroe coming out of the offseason, throwing the ball well.
Well,
but it wasn't blue chip ratio. I've been consistent in Alabama. You know this.
I think, but it feels like some of it was because you were like I ain't gonna make that mistake.
No,
it was Oklahoma that had in the third tier with them.
No, my reason for being bullish in Alabama is it all goes back to Jalen Milroe, and I feel you though. Like maybe that ends up being irrelevant because his weapon sucks so bad.
He's gonna throw to himself.
I agree, but it's just that like we act like Milroe's just a complete a finished product, and I'm like, oh wait, no, it's his first year starting.
Yeah. For
right.
Sure.
So that's and then it's Kalen DeBoer. Like that is my reason for being bullish in Alabama.
And I love Kalen DeBoer.
I used to. He's like if Luke Skywalker accepted Vader's hand, like the good guy that went bad. He went to the dark side.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
But him without Ryan Grubb, I need to see it.
Yeah.
Again, Kalen DeBoer's called plays. He knows how to. But man, when you don't have your partner there, it's just different. And that's in like anything, right? Right. When one of us is out, like it feels a little different. here in the show. It could be a good show, but it still feels a little bit different.
I even missed Taylor.
You did. You said that.
Yeah.
He said it. We have it on record.
I know.
So what's that going to look like when you don't have your right-hand man? Like Ryan Grubb called the plays.
Yeah.
Like it was his offense, and he's no longer there. All right. Who are you going to trust? And I know that you elevated somebody that you've been with in a couple different spots as well, but I need to see what that offense looks like with him, with your number one receiver this year looking like he was the 4 at Washington last year. Now, you had 3 pros in front of you, but he was the 4. Kendrick Law is a kind of a jack of all trades, master of none, which that's okay. You can create a role for him, but I'm not sure that being just a receiver is the best for him. So you have question marks that you haven't had in the past. A very talented team. Your chart shows that, right? 88%?
Yes, it is my. You're
it ain't
damn
my
right.
chart.
It is my BCR.
Not my chart.
It's my BCR.
Wait. BC. I mean, I know it
Blue
stands
chip
for,
ratio.
but like.
We should do like a presidential debate over blue chip ratio.
Yeah. But I am in the middle tier.
There it is.
There it is.
That's the bit.
Boom.
It's done. Got him.
Got him. I don't know how to move on from that.
Who's that?
I believe in the BCS.
So you've got them with.
Sir, we're talking about blue chip ratio.
With Texas and Georgia.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And then you have.
I mean, come on, man. We just gonna suck off Texas like this for one good year? Starting to piss me off a little bit.
I think
Quinn Pewers. Okay, he didn't even put up that good of numbers last year. I get it. He's a nice NFL prospect. He's probably really good. I don't know. But yes, like if I'm going to give Texas the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to give Alabama the benefit of the doubt. That's how I feel about it. And then Georgia, I understand being the number one offense in the country.
Texas took Alabama's
Carson
best
Beck.
receiver.
I know.
Isaiah Bond. He's on their team now.
I know.
Also, what they did.
I heard they're calling him Gold Bond after all that money he got. Yeah. Doesn't it
It's been
chafe a little
bad
bit to
this
think about
week.
all the money you could have made?
It's been particularly bad this week.
No way, guys.
Yeah.
If you weren't talking all over my puns, maybe. I'm sorry, though, Alondra. What were you saying?
They also beat Texas or Alabama last year.
Yeah,
On the road.
with Nick Saban.
On the road with Nick
It was a
Saban.
10-point victory. They ran out the clock.
They
Could
did.
have scored
could have
again.
made 17.
And the Nick Saban factor.
And
I mean,
Texas
I don't.
lost to Oklahoma, so what's the point?
Okay.
Okay. Did Alabama
So-
beat Oklahoma?
Alabama didn't play Oklahoma.
No.
The game's irrelevant.
Oklahoma wasn't that
Washington
good.
would have beat Alabama.
Oklahoma lost to Oklahoma State. Mike Gundy's better than Texas. I don't know. I mean, guys, that's math.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
God, I'm almost Mike Gundy age.
I
I
know.
love it.
I already
Can't
knew.
wait.
All right. Wait, well, hold on now. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm looking at the defensive rankings. I thought I saw Iowa at 13 for a second.
Iowa's schedule and who they have coming back defensively and Cade McNamara getting healthy.
Oh, no, look, they deserve to be highly ranked defensively. I thought they were 13th offense for a second.
Yeah, they should actually be higher than 13. Higgins is the leading tackler in the country, coming back right in the middle of their defense.
I don't know who he is. He's probably white.
No, he's not.
Oh,
He's
wow.
not.
He's not.
Wow. I thought Iowa was white linebacker U. Surprising.
They are white DBU.
Yes, shout out. Again, guys, Virginia Tech checking in at 24. Virginia Tech, major sleeper energy out of the ACC this year. Keep an eye on them. A&M at 18 here. What a blessed world we live in where LSU is just consistently thought of as like a top 10, top 5 offense. Times have changed. We've done grown up. Now we get back. Let's look at the defensive power rankings. Where does LSU fall on that list? You may be a bit surprised. Keep it locked here on OTB.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
I love Tommy's windows, doors, and siding because of how they treat their customers, right? And it is something that is earned and learned over time. Tommy has been in this game for 27 years now. And after 2 decades of working at another company, he said, you know what? I've learned a lot, but there are some things I would do differently. And so I want to start my own enterprise. And he's done that. And it's been a resounding success because of how he treats his customers and the process therein. So if you need hardy plank or vinyl siding, you need wood or vinyl windows, you need any type of door, Make Tommy's one of the bids on your next project and let them prove to you why they are your answer. GEAUX
And we always encourage you to go check out what they've done for others. Check out the testimonials on the website. Check out a gallery of work that they've done for others. But also remember that they can handle your custom job as well. So have them come out. They'll show you exactly what they can do for you. Go Tommys.com.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the JimsFirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the JimsFirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Farming is a way of life for us. It's not something we get up in the morning and dread going do. It's just something we go to bed at night looking forward to getting up to go do. John Deere equipment is what we as farmers strive to have. So it's in your blood, it's in your veins. It's just a part of who you are. Green is what we want to be in. The other tractors were acquired to patch it up to get to where you want to be. Where we want to be is in John Deere. Flip the switch and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $20,000 off new 23 Ram 1500 trucks. We're open for business in our beautiful new showroom and taking $20,000 off the powerful Ram truck. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
When it comes to ending cancer, we push forward, always working together for you. That's why our cancer experts at Ochsner have clinically integrated with MD Anderson Cancer Center. This means advanced cancer care, including access to life-saving clinical trials and integrating care to treat the whole you. Introducing Ochsner MD Anderson Cancer Center. Long live you.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Say now. Is this Reba?
No.
Hold on. Let me put my headphones on. It's Trisha.
No. It's Winona.
Ryder?
Judd.
God, I thought this was Trisha Yearwood.
They sound similar.
It doesn't sound like Reba to y'all at all?
No, Reba's got more twang.
Ooh, I do like
a bop.
Yeah. So EA College Football defensive rankings. Ohio State checking in at number 1 overall, Jake, at 96 which, again, you add Caleb Downs to what was already a really good defense last year. From like an NFL draft prospect profile, just sheer talent, this makes sense. I still need to see them prove that they can be as dominant maybe as this ranking would deem. But if Ohio State's going to win a national championship, it will be because of their defense.
Yeah, they're incredible. They have 2 elite edge rushers. You mentioned they add Caleb Downs. Love Cody Simon right there in the middle of their defense. They've got a lot to like. They have backups that I think are ready to go and are going to be NFL draft guys. Like even if they came out this year with not being a starter, like they would be NFL draft guys. So they're stacked. They're loaded. Can they have, all jokes aside, can they have that kind of grit, that tenacity they have to have?
They have a culture problem.
A little bit on that side of the ball.
It's gotten better. I mean, last year was really good. No, I think they have like a general culture problem. Again, they're just so flashy. Everybody's so flashy. Everybody's so talented. Everybody's so rich. But why do they keep losing to teams that aren't as talented or as rich? Because they don't got that gristle.
I'm agreeing with, like, Jack Sawyer has it. He's on the all meathead team.
There you go.
But there's a couple of players that I want to see a little bit more from on that side of the football for them.
Is that Tom's older brother? Georgia checking in number 2, 94 overall. Is Oregon at 3? I don't know. I'll look into Oregon's defense. Is Oregon really third best defense in the country, talent-wise?
I wouldn't have them third, no.
I mean, come on now. Are you going to learn? Big Ten's a very defensively minded conference. So, like, I guess they should put up better numbers than what they did in the Pac-12, but that just feels not true to me.
They're going to have
Oregon would rank as the third best defense in the country.
They're going to have 6 new starters, transfers coming in on defense. So 6 new starters on defense coming through the transfer portal.
Jabbar Muhammad that everybody wanted out of Washington. He's there now. I mean, their defense is going to be pretty salty.
Jabbar Muhammad, great kid, man. Had a chance to interview him multiple times in the lead up to the national championship game, from Texas. Still's got a Texas accent out there playing in the Pacific Northwest at Washington now. Oregon, very underrated. Would never, walking down the street, you would never think this is a shutdown corner, but man, he's everything that you want in a shutdown corner.
It's got to be so weird to go to your arch rival, kind of. I mean, maybe arch rival's a little strong to Mount Oregon, Washington, but I guess it helps when you beat them twice, so you kind of walk in like the swaggering, conquering hero, like, sup, nerds.
Yeah, remember when I locked you down?
Yeah, rather than like they can't beat him, join him. Yeah, it's a better move, but it's still,
It's not the KD move.
No.
Is Uyunglele's brother? Yeah, he's still starting linebacker there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Where's Uyunglele?
Florida State.
Okay. Oh, wow. Clemson 5, Notre Dame 6, Michigan 7, Texas 8, Penn State 9, Utah 10. What's maybe relevant to our audience, I mean, come on now, hold up now. Colorado at 20? Travis Hunter's doing some real heavy lifting in these Colorado rankings, Bo. But maybe more shocking, LSU at 18, 84 overall. Jake, I feel like if LSU ends up as a top 25 defense, you're 10-2.
God, if they end up as the 38th ranked defense, you're 10-2.
And making the playoff.
18?
I
have all the confidence in the world in the defensive staff that's here now, but that's a quick turnaround to go from 106 to 18.
Yeah.
If they do, sky's the limit. Again, though, just don't be awful.
Just
get to,
that's the goal.
What's the number? What's top 50? Be a top 50 defense in the country, and you're going to win a lot of games.
This is maybe where you see using individual player ratings to determine team rankings as potentially a bit flawed, because they also got USC at 16.
Yeah.
Texas A&M at 19, also at an 84 overall. I mean, UNC at 23? Has UNC ever played a lick of defense? I thought that was kind of the whole problem. How about this, though? Virginia Tech, 14. Watch out now, Bo. Hokie season. Hokie season officially here.
Yeah, Virginia Tech started that process last year. And,
yeah, I know.
You know, they're a team and a program that's been trying to get back to what they were for a long time. They took strides a year ago. You look at how they start their season at Vanderbilt. So for them, great opportunity. We know what Vanderbilt is. It is what it is. But for them, like in their mindset, let's go to an SEC school on the road, week number 1, and get a dub. Like that can do a lot for their psyche as they head into Marshall, at Old Dominion, and then you get Rutgers, who might be a little salty as well.
Yeah, Rutgers should be a lot better this year. They had a pretty good year last year.
One of the best running backs in the country.
Who, Ray Rice? Who's the running back?
Brian Leonard, remember him?
Okay. No,
he's not the.
No, I don't remember Brian Leonard. Ray Rice is literally the only Rutgers football player I know.
You don't remember Brian Leonard?
No. If you were to ask me about a single other Rutgers football player, I couldn't name you one.
Brian Leonard was the other fellow white running back when I was in college.
Hell yeah. Got to stick together.
Played in the NFL for a little bit.
He did.
He had a nice
pick.
career. Played for the Jets for a little while.
I remember the Bengals.
There's only one white Jets football player that I recognize.
Wayne Corbett.
Oh, nailed it. Wayne Corbett. All-time good one. Little tiny little boy out there. I mean, Wayne Corbett had to walk so that Edelman and Welker and all these guys could run. Okay? He paved the way. John the Baptist for the small, shifty white guy.
I feel like we're missing.
You want to ignite your career? Okay. Join the MMR group. How do outstanding benefits, how does a dynamic culture sound? How about working at the nation's largest privately owned electrical and instrumentation contractor in the entire nation, which, again, guys, for over 30 years, been headquartered right here in Baton Rouge, at a time when big business is going everywhere else, still staying here in Louisiana, helping out the local economy, providing jobs, feeding back, and they got offices all around the globe. So, like, one of my favorite parts touring MMR was talking to some of these college interns who were starting to get into the business and seeing the adventures they've gone on where they're going to these exotic destinations and they're skiing and they're off stage and all this crazy stuff. That could be you. And you can apply now at mmrgrp.com. And I don't care, again, if you're a college student seeking internship, they can provide you with the pathways to do so. Maybe if you are a seasoned pro or you're just starting out, either way, you want to go apply now, mmrgrp.com. Join the MMR Group, the nation's largest privately owned electrical and instrumentation contractor.
I did not realize that Rutgers beat Miami in a bowl game. Calvin Ungai went for 25 carries, 163. Shout out Rutgers. Shiano.
Sing us a song, little Shiano man. That's an old PFT bit. I did not make that up.
Champ's going to call you out.
They know I'm citing my sources here. Okay, let's talk about Texas A&M. Jake.
Okay.
I'm getting a bit worried.
Let's
look at the schedule. They open in College Station with Notre Dame. And I think you have two teams where, look, I think Notre Dame in year 3 under Marcus Freeman should be better, right? But they are working in a new quarterback, and Notre Dame under Freeman thus far has had kind of a tendency to kind of blow it in the biggest moments. A&M has about as much talent as Notre Dame does.
Mm-hmm.
They have a returning quarterback in Wegman who I'm pretty bullish on.
He's good.
They got a changing culture, a bit more of a humble culture under Mike Elko, damn good coach. Tommy Moffitt. When Mike Elko was there, they had a 708 win percentage in his 3 years. Plummeted to sub 500 when he left. He's back. And the game's in College Station. And it's the first of the year where confidence is at an all-time high. I have this kind of scored as a toss-up game, but I would also favor A&M slightly here because of the home field advantage, by like 2. So let's put that in the toss-up category for now. Then you get McNeese. Then you get at Florida. I think you win both those. At Florida, you could maybe say is a toss-up if you wanted to. You get Bowling Green. You get Arkansas. I think you win both those. Mizzou at A&M. Another toss-up. I think Mizzou, I would give Mizzou the favor there, a slight edge, I would say. But another toss-up. So A&M, Mississippi State at Mississippi State Starkville. I think A&M wins that. LSU, again, in College Station. All these big games in College Station. At South Carolina, I think they win. New Mexico State, that's a win. At Auburn, I'll give A&M the win there. I'm not very high on Auburn, but by the end of the year, maybe we'll feel different.
And at Auburn's that's a salty game.
So we could say it's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up.
And then we'll say they lose to Texas, even though, again, Texas game, where? In College Station. You think that environment's going to be insane? But the point is, it's like you go through this schedule, you do the math, and I think you're looking at a 9-3 A&M team. If you beat Florida in the Swamp, even losing to Notre Dame and Texas, if you beat Florida in the Swamp, and then you manage to win one of the home games, Mizzou
or LSU. Texas, you said lost?
Yeah, it's Mizzou, Texas lost. Yeah. So you beat Mizzou or LSU, you're 9-3.
Yeah. I'm right there with you.
I hate it.
I
wanted you to push back here.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I had them in tier number 3 with Tennessee and Oklahoma, teams that I also think have a real solid opportunity to be 9-3. Like my tier 2, I put Alabama and Missouri and LSU and Ole Miss because I think they're going to be 10-2. But like right underneath them, now the schedule helps that a ton. Like I think Oklahoma is a better team than Texas A&M, but Oklahoma's schedule, as much as we talk about Florida's schedule, Oklahoma's, I think down the stretch is just as brutal as Florida's.
Yeah.
I don't know why we don't talk about it in the same vein, maybe because we don't think Florida's going to be a good team.
Oklahoma will determine who makes the playoff or not. They play all the tier 2 teams.
Yes. They're at Ole Miss, they're at Missouri, they have Alabama at home, and they're at LSU for their final 5 weeks.
Tight.
You take Maine out of there. Sorry, Black Bears, if you're listening, Black Bear fans. You take Maine out, that's as tough as anybody in the country, and you're exactly right. They are going to determine one of those teams from the SEC is going to get into the playoff.
Because they beat Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Emil says A&M faces the 3rd easiest conference slate of all SEC teams, notably missing Georgia, Alabama, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, and Tennessee.
Yeah.
They basically avoid everybody save for Texas. So I hate it. Mike Elko, though, a golden opportunity. Bro, if they go out and win week 1, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Confidence, engaged. Drop the hammer. Might as well call him Cole Trickle. I hope that doesn't happen.
You know who Cole Trickle is?
Did I say drop the hammer?
I am so proud of you
say it
right
by
now.
accident, Bo.
God, I'm proud of you right now.
Taylor doesn't.
Do you know who Cole Trickle is, Taylor?
I know who Dick Trickle, the NASCAR
Dick Trickle
driver
is a real NASCAR racer.
Yeah.
That is correct, yes.
Cole Trickle is a NASCAR racer.
He is.
Just a fictional one.
In Days of Thunder.
Played by Tom Cruise.
Oh, Days of Thunder.
Yeah. All right. When we get back, more OTB. Keep it locked.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
I'm going to disagree with this, Emil, on Virginia Tech. We can maybe get there. Go to Trash Rangers, TrashRangersTrashSignup.com. If you live in Livingston or Ascension, you need the local guys to handle your trash. You can see the amount of days, cans, prices in just a matter of minutes. But again, if you are a business, you need front load dumpsters and you need it picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 times a week, get in touch with our friends at Trash Rangers. Get that customer service. They work with you to find you solutions because they know that every business problems are unique because they themselves are a local business. Okay? And you know what they also do? They stand on business, and it's picking up trash, and it's picking up steam. Hit them up today, trashrangerslc.com.
Go to the website to kind of navigate, see what they can do for you. Because yes, if you're lucky enough to be able to have a red can in front of your home, we would fully encourage you to do that. But also roll off dumpsters anywhere in the Baton Rouge area, home or business, they've got you covered. TrashRangersLLC.com.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Electricity is all around us. and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
It felt so cool back in the day, like when you were a youth and you could sing this song.
Hey, pretty lady, what you give me? Oh, yeah.
Even anything can make it mine on mine. I'll do your bidding and be at your beck and call. It was like a flex.
Hello. Emil says, one of the devs, talking about EA Sports, must be a Virginia Tech guy. Hokies are overrated across the board. Plus, Lane Stadium hasn't been a top 25 intimidating environment in a decade.
Whatever.
So on Lane Stadium, I will say,
Lane Stadium is incredible. Have y'all ever been?
No, I've never been.
Oh, it's incredible.
Well, I was also going to say, even if, like, I get what he's saying, right? They've been bad, so maybe it hasn't had the aura that it used to. Emil did. Who's really probably our biggest college football sicko that we have in our audience. But the thing is, though, look, EA Sports has put their thumb on the scale for pageantry, and Lane Stadium has elite pageantry. So I understand why I'd find its way top 25 there.
Tay, pull up Virginia Tech, Lane Stadium, their entrance. This is from last year into the stadium, and just let us know when you have it.
But here's why we are so bullish on them. From, like, I don't care about the stadium rankings, right?
I do.
But in terms of, no, I agree. But I'm saying in terms of the offense and the defense, so they finish 7-6 last year overall, but 5-3 in the ACC, and they got much, much better as the season went on. And then what do we say? Like, when we mention returning production, what do we talk about? Doesn't mean you're going to be a good team. What it means, though, is you have a ton of it, you'll improve over where you were last season. Okay, 5-3 in the ACC, and who's the number one team in the country in terms of returning production? And their quarterback, I got to look up his stats. I remember being very good. The Virginia Tech Hokies, number one in the country, 86%, 95%, all 11 starters offensively, 10 starters defensively. Like, yeah, it's a Virginia Tech team that is poised to take a major step forward.
All right, so
this is last season. They were facing Pitt at home.
All right.
Listen and soak it in.
To be fair, any Enter Sandman walkout song is going to be badass.
Yeah, it's an incredible
It
song.
is, but you do have to have crowd
Yes, 100%.
participation like that
Yeah.
to really get to
this
an
was
elite
not
level.
a top 10 opponent. This was against Pitt last year. Look, I've never been to a stadium other than LSU. Buddy of mine's getting married next spring, and he was like, hey, I want to take a trip to one stadium in college football. Where you want to go, like for his bachelor trip. We both looked at each other and said Lane Stadium.
That's not a true story.
That is a 100%
Y'all both
true
looked
story.
at each other and at the same time said Lane
That
Stadium?
is number one on my bucket list of stadiums to go.
This
It
is
has
somebody that
been
went
like
on a
that.
bachelor party to Cleveland. I fully believe that.
It has been like that for years.
Okay.
Can we just become
Such
best
selective
friends?
hearing.
I love it.
Kyron Drones last year, Virginia Tech's quarterback, 17 tuds to 3 picks through the air. How about it? 818 yards rushing to go along with 2,000 passing, 5 tuds. How about
He's a stud.
I mean,
that's my ACC team that I'm cheering for this year.
I'm rooting for them now after watching that.
Enter Sandman was one of my hookup songs in high school, too.
What?
Yeah,
That
dude.
is aggressive.
That's a very subtle
Isn't it?
one.
That
I
is-
was looking up to Usher and Jagged Edge. This man was looking up to Metallica.
That is aggressive.
I'll never forget when I caught a calf cramp in the middle of it. Right as the the head banging was kicking in.
Nowadays, you just hook up to
Oh,
whatever
the
was
never,
playing on
never
Netflix
learn.
in the background.
Well, so like for bigger games, they put Metallica up on like the video board, and like they've sent them like messages a couple times, like, "Hey, we're pulling for you guys tonight," and then they play Enter
Hell
Sandman.
yeah.
It's awesome.
Oof, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they've done that a few times.
That is crazy. I can't get
cool.
over that being the song.
I'm glad Metallica lets them use that too, because remember Metallica back in the day?
Yeah, they had a
big
whole
against Napster.
Yeah.
Little Napster
Kind of
thing.
feels like you lost your way a little bit, sold out a little bit. But whatever. I like Metallica.
Oh,
Reloaded is like the worst album they've ever made, though, and that's like when the Napster stuff was happening.
What were we playing the other day where Metallica was playing in the rain? Was that this show?
The only concert I think about playing in the rain is Bush.
Yeah.
Like something MTV
Spring
back
Breaker,
in the day.
yeah.
Yeah.
That video is awesome. I
that's a
watched
great
it
one.
the other day.
It's incredible.
And he's just
All-timer.
by himself. Like,
Yeah.
I would have died to be there.
All
I
right.
love Gavin.
When we get back, close out hour 2 of OTB and then the champagne shenanigans begin.
Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to Coleman Roof, Coleman Roofing and Construction. Coleman. I like saying Coleman. ColemanRoof.com. If you want Louisiana's most reliable, most respected, most complete roofing company, any size job, any type of roof, anywhere in the state. Okay? And they approach every job with an unbridled enthusiasm. They're like Taylor, but on 3 nosses. Okay? They do everything they can to make sure that that job is done correctly to the fullest extent, leaving no stone unturned to make sure that their customer is satisfied. And it's every single step along the way. Don't trust me? Put it to the test. ColemanRoof.com.
And when you go to the website, it's throughout the state of Louisiana. So, top right corner of the site, find that contact information so they can help you out, residential and commercial. They're going to come out, they're going to fix your issue or help you with whatever it is as far as construction, too. Like if you had a leak that messed up your roof and your home, they are a true one-stop shop. ColemanRoof.com.
Get the 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge app powered by Bayou Ford and tap the microphone icon to send us your thoughts in an audio message. Your message could be played on air during Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob, The Hunt Palmer Show, and after further review with Matt Moscone.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Farming is a way of life for us. It's not something we get up in the morning and dread going do. It's just something we go to bed at night looking forward to getting up to go do. John Deere equipment is what we as farmers strive to have. So it's in your blood, it's in your veins. It's just a part of who you are. Green is what we want to be in. The other tractors were acquired to patch it up to get to where you want to be. Where we want to be is in John Deere. Flip the switch and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
When it comes to ending cancer, we push forward, always working together for you. That's why our cancer experts at Ochsner have clinically integrated with MD Anderson Cancer Center. This means advanced cancer care, including access to life-saving clinical trials and integrating care to treat the whole you. Introducing Ochsner.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Come on now. Welcome in. OTB Ribs here in studio. It is Friday. Champagne Shenanigans about to get underway. To have ourselves a weekend.
Another banger, Alondra. Well done.
Okay, let's go ahead and choose S-tier fruits, guys.
Pineapple.
Bananas.
But quick question.
Yeah.
Are we forcing the tier list if we're out here ranking fruits?
Well, okay, I'm trying to refine. No. I'm trying to refine our juice.
Has the tier list run its course?
I see it, but we've had the interaction from the chat off this topic has been pretty good.
I think so. What? Yeah. So
I just don't know if there's anything super controversial.
Is there? No,
I could be totally wrong.
I think there's going to be a lot.
I'm willing to admit I might be wrong.
D tier for me, and it's going to be. See, exactly.
I would agree. D tier for
D tier for coconut.
I'm willing to admit I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah, it's going to be great emotions.
So, okay, but here's my thought process. Because, yes, I thought maybe tier lists would run its course, right? We're not getting the interaction we used to, but also our categories have been a bit niche as of late.
For sure.
And so I thought, let's throw out the widest net possible. And that is best fruits.
Okay.
Already, coconut D tier is insanity.
Exactly.
Insanity.
Exactly.
Watermelon is S tier.
I think banana
watermelon's
S tier is crazier than coconut D tier.
What? What do you mean?
Yeah.
A banana's like the most classic fruit in the world.
Banana's pretty good.
It goes with so many
It's
different
like
things. Oh.
Okay, so I'm choosing watermelon. You chose pineapple.
Pineapple.
Banana.
Okay.
For S tier or A
Yeah,
tier?
S tier.
S tier. I'd probably have to do banana.
Okay, so
Of all
2
the-
for banana.
I
How about
know.
that, Alondra?
I just if of all the fruits that I eat the most, like that's the one.
Yeah.
We have to buy bananas 3 times a week.
Yeah.
In my house.
You can eat them by
great,
themselves.
dude.
You can eat them with peanut butter. You can eat them with honey. You
Eat
can
them with
eat
anything. You can drop them in your Frosted Flakes.
Kids love bananas, which
Cheerios.
it's hard to find. I'm at an age with my children where it's very difficult to find things that they will just willingly eat.
Also,
Banana's always one.
Like S tier in the kind of arousal department as well. Nothing better than a
You know
banana.
what I mean.
I know,
There is
I
not
know.
a more sensuous fruit than a banana.
A pineapple.
Oh, a peach. Maybe peach actually.
Okay. Oh.
The all-time best
I'm gonna get a little
Nicolas
uncomfortable.
Cage line ever is at the beginning of Face Off, where he tells the flight attendant, "I could eat a peach for hours," and then he asks her to suck his tongue.
Well, then there's
Nick
Call Me by Your
American legend.
Was it Call Me by Your Name?
I've still never seen Call Me by Your Name.
Okay, well, that's why you didn't go there first.
Yeah, that's probably.
What's that?
You know, Timothy Chalamet,
Oh.
a lot of peach
You
energy.
would like that movie.
You would.
A lot of
I
peach
know, I can't
energy out of
believe-
Chalamet.
The book is actually very fantastic as well.
Also, Armie Hammer probably wanted to eat him. the entire time they were acting
Wait,
together.
did you see Armie Hammer has come out? He's back in the news.
I thought you meant like come out, like
No.
you, because you're like
as a cannibal.
You
Yes.
yeah, well, yeah.
No, he came out recently. Like I guess he did an interview because everything has been dropped, or I don't know. Everyone's just moved on from this Armie Hammer stuff. And he did an interview, and the quote that they've pulled out of it is like, I'm glad everything happened the way that it did.
Yeah.
Because now I'm here. But
I mean, if
are
you
we
can't-
happy that everything
I don't
happened
know
the
if
way?
I'd be okay with
If you can't be honest about telling your girl that you want to slice off a piece of her flesh and have her cook it in front of you, then I don't know. Can I not be me?
I mean, he just really loves her.
Can I not be me?
Can I not be me?
Sorry for being too comfortable.
I agree.
Taylor, S tier fruit.
Do I have to pick one that hasn't been picked yet?
No. You
pineapple.
I was gonna do
what I'm talking
pineapple.
about.
I was
She
either
did. She did
pineapple or
pineapple
banana.
too.
Okay,
I mean,
so
that's
I'm
Probably
meeting you
number
guys in the middle.
two on
It says
the
tier for sure.
sensuous
very
fruit
un-LP
list.
of you, I think.
Because an upside down pineapple has a lot
Love
of
pineapple.
connotations. Also, eating a lot of pineapple is supposedly supposed to be good for certain
what?
things
I
in the
heard that
bedroom.
putting pineapple on your front porch is good luck. If everybody should do that.
Really?
Yeah, it's good luck. Put a pineapple out on your front porch.
No, I don't.
Everyone
no.
should start doing that.
If it's right side up,
Yeah,
right?
it's good luck.
I'm pretty sure you're going to end up like old school with somebody showing up being like, I'm here for the orgy.
I'm here. No,
Is it a game?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. All right, champagne shenanigans coming up. Best fruits. Get in your S tiers. I mean, surely apple has to be there, right?
Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Accutemp of Baton Rouge, AccutempBR.com, AccutempBR.com for all your AC, heating, and electrical needs. Accutemp is the best, man. It's time to take control of your comfort zone today, okay? Stop playing around. Go with the company that has a damn near 5.0 review with thousands of reviews online. Again, anecdotally, the first time they came out of my home, my wife, who never listens to the show, had no idea we even did commercials for them, was like, that's the best customer service we've ever gotten. Experience it for yourself. Accutemp Baton Rouge, AccutempBR.com. Oh, get that whole home generator, baby. Storm season.
You better not play around. Were you here last week? Oh, no, you weren't. You were in Cabo. No, it was hotter than hot.
Yeah,
it was miserable. Devil's lair type weather here in Baton Rouge. And so you better make sure you come correct with that AC. And Accutemp's going to make sure of that for you. So go schedule that appointment today, AccutempBR.com.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $20,000 off new 23 Ram 1500 trucks. We're open for business in our beautiful new showroom and taking $20,000 off the powerful Ram truck. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Friday, June 28th. Today in Baton Rouge, expect rainy skies with a high of 94. In hour 3 of today's show, Rivers Huey stops by the studio for a full hour of Champagne Shenanigans. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
We're just 60 minutes away from the end of the OTB work week. Screw it. Why not start now? Pop the cork and pass the glass. This is Champagne Shenanigans with Rivers Huey on Off the Bench. Now, here's T-Bob Hebert, Jacob Hester, and Rivers Huey.
Hello! Welcome. Champagne Shenanigans. You want to unplug this?
Just for you.
There you go, sir.
So you don't put them on again thinking that they're headphones.
You keep seeing him do that.
Yeah,
Welcome.
just third time.
It happened like 3 times today for some reason. This is a nonsense hour to end our week. I hope you've had a great week. It is Friday. We're in a great mood. It's time to drink some champs. Like I said, started off with the day with some nice endorphins over there at Evolve. Rivers, you can go take some of her classes at Evolve as well.
I know T-Bob's been coming to all
Shout
my
out the
Monday
homies.
classes.
Yeah. I like to
In fact,
start
somebody
and
else
end
was
my
like-
week with a little 5 a.m. Even though I like that Wednesday hump bells class too, dude.
I ran into Lacey Flynn the other day,
Yep.
and I was telling her that you have been coming, and she was like, "Ooh."
Yeah,
She was like, I bet he would go. If he knew T-Bob was there at 5 a.m., he could do that. So maybe
it's a lot of
we're going to
fun.
start just really getting you guys in there.
We need some other males there besides Daryl and Daryl. Even though I love my Daryls.
I
There was
have
another
never
guy.
known Matthew Clayton Flynn to be an early riser.
That's what she said.
That's
Look,
true.
She knows him better than I do.
When
so
he comes in here, he's got sleep in his eyes still.
The hardest part is always like anything else
it's
in
like
life.
getting
is
out of
starting.
your bed.
It's just the starting.
Yeah.
I lay my clothes out the night before so that I can just mindlessly like roll over and like and then make my way over there. But it's a great way to start the day.
Yeah.
All right, so best fruit is going to get contentious. I mean, obviously.
Are we doing that right now?
No, we're not doing it right now. But again, if you want to get your stories in the chat
Your
or
fruit
your
stories?
opinions, Taylor, do you have an NFL story of the day for us?
Yeah, actually I do.
Let's do a little Tay-Tay NFL story of the Tay-Tay.
For Tay-Tay's NFL Story of the Day, your daily dose of NFL news from Taylor Sharp.
All right, so the NFL, they're going to have to dish out a lot of cash. A jury in the U.S. District Court ordered yesterday that the NFL pay more than $4.7 billion in damages after ruling that the league violated antitrust laws in distributing out-of-market Sunday afternoon games on all their subscription services. So whether it's ESPN Plus, NFL Sunday Ticket, the lawsuit covered 2.4 million residential subscribers and 48,000 businesses in the United States who had paid for the package of out-of-market games from 2011 through 2022 seasons on DirecTV. The lawsuit claimed that the league broke the antitrust laws by selling its package of Sunday games at an inflated price. The subscribers also say that the league restricted competition by offering Sunday Ticket only on a
DirecTV?
satellite provider.
Yeah. So how do we? I mean, like,
T-Bob's trying to get in on the suit, basically.
I was going to say, how does everybody get in on the suit? Like that's the.
Did you say the
salient
part where
follow-up.
now they're going to start selling team? Did you talk about that?
Not
I think
yet.
what's actually coming out of it is that you're going to be able to buy a package for just your team.
individual team.
Okay.
Now,
So that's how they're gonna get
y'all
around it.
don't have to worry about that. because you're going to get the Saints.
Right.
I've always found Sunday Ticket to be a little overwhelming.
Oh,
because,
I love it.
I know you love it.
Well, that's the only way I'm watching the Chargers.
Yeah, but I'm saying, would
Right.
you still get Sunday Ticket if you could just buy your team?
I kind of like the chaos of all of it.
See, that's why I just like Red Zone. Do the thinking for me. I'll sit back and I'll just
But
let
I don't
you
want to
jump
just
around.
see the highlights. Yeah,
Well,
I
so
want to see all of
the
it.
craziest part about this, some little small bar out in California, filed this lawsuit independently a few years ago because they were
One
complaining.
guy just got pissed off one day. He's like, damn it.
They were complaining because they had NFL Sunday Ticket and people in the bar requesting certain games and they could only get a third of the games that they were promised. They filed suit. Everyone else followed them, and then it says that outside of damages, $4.7 billion, the NFL could be liable up to $14.39 billion.
So you know the meme with the ever increasing dominoes? They get bigger and bigger and bigger.
This
the
is
first
exactly
one
what
is
happened.
Bill complaining at the bar about not being able to watch the Packers. And then it's $5 billion
That is the
on the
crazy
biggest domino.
butterfly effect of just one guy I can't get my game.
Come on, man, I'm a cheesehead.
A locally owned bar out in California.
What the hell?
But you know what? That's a really good lesson to all of us. Is that when we're frustrated? No, when we're frustrated about something, when we think that we don't matter or whatever, our complaint won't matter. You know what?
Hey, it
You
did
can make
in
a
this
difference.
case. It did in this case.
Hey,
I don't
look,
think it will matter normally,
guys,
but it did here.
the NFL is saved, T-Bob. Guess who testified in the NFL's honor?
Oh, God.
Roger Goodell and Jerry Jones. So we're
Yeah,
good to go.
Yeah. That
They're
makes
just
sense.
missing
Everybody
Robert
loves
Kraft.
them.
Unbiased opinions.
Goodell and Jerry Jones sounds like a dream team to me.
So again, I'm
Those
sure
are your
if
boys.
you want to get I actually don't know if I'd be
Neither.
eligible because I've never had Sunday Ticket. And so
I don't have it either.
I just
So
bought
it's-
Sunday
it's-
Ticket.
you would be eligible, I think. You could
It's Sunday
opt in.
Ticket, NFL Red Zone, and ESPN Plus.
Is this one of those funny class actions where you get $4.32
You get it in the mail in a
Everybody
couple
gets
years.
a $15 check or something.
Hell yeah.
I feel like I was a part of one of those not accidentally, but I got an email or whatever, and it was just you're eligible. You just say if you want to be a part of it, and I think I was like, yes. And several years later, I got a check for $9 or something.
Yeah.
you know?
Hey.
And that $9 check in cash.
It's a beer.
It is. Yeah, it's a beer.
No
yeah.
doubt it is.
And then
Just
how
like
we
your
said
grandma
earlier,
sends you $7.43
Yeah.
on your birthday. You can
cash
cash
is
that
free
too.
money.
Yeah, cash. Yeah,
Cash
Cash is free money.
It's actually
That's
not cash. though.
100%.
A $9 check is not cash because you have to go cash.
You do
it.
have to
That's
do
a lot
that.
of
True.
effort for $9.
And then you got to pay to cash it.
But
Yeah.
now
Depending on where
with
you
your
go.
phone, you can just deposit it, so it's kind of like
Yeah, and that's even worse.
I know. So
feeling.
you really don't.
That means nothing at that point. All right, Tete, any other NFL stories today? All right, good job.
Pretty big one.
That reminded me. I put it in the document.
I have not looked at this yet. This
That was
nepotism
sassy.
thread.
That was sad. I liked
was
it though.
I don't know how interesting it is.
Pretty
but
big one.
Everyone's getting mad about Bronny
Yeah.
and talking about nepotism, and the guy was like, "Y'all are mad about Bronny and nepotism in sports? Like, what are you talking about? That's all sports is." And then it was just this thread of all of the dads who've gotten their kids
Yeah,
jobs.
look, click on that link,
But
Taylor, and
speaking
you can
of
scroll through the thread.
Jerry Jones.
Yeah, it starts with Jerry Jones. And it's got Steven Jones,
Every
who's
one of his
CEO,
kids.
Charlotte Jones, Executive Vice President, Jerry Jones Jr., EVP as well. Then it shows Belichick and his son.
It's a lot of coaches.
The Shanahans.
we laid that out.
Well,
Ownership, coaches, GMs.
Genie
Yes.
Buzz
We were
with
coming
the
at from a
Lakers. Her
strictly.
dad owned the Lakers, and it got passed to her.
Yeah,
Same
we
with
were coming
Steven Jones and his son.
from strictly a player.
Yeah, I mean, it
situation.
is easier if you're the owner of a team to create some sort of executive role for your kid. It's
Well,
definitely
yeah,
easier to do that.
that
But
is-
this is not a new thing in sports.
It's not anything in life, but those kids aren't going to struggle if they don't get that job. They're set for their lives.
Yeah.
They, I would say, yeah, no, exactly.
Well, I mean,
There
so
is-
is Bronny.
there is,
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah.
There is injustice there. Absolutely. It's just a reflection of America, though. The only difference here is there's never been a player wielding with such a gravitas that they would spend a roster spot
Right.
on a guy.
There are less roster spots than some made-up executive role.
The only
Yes,
time
yes,
we've seen
yes.
it is King Griffey and King
But
Griffey Jr.
that's
but
legitimate.
Griffey Jr. was also way better
He,
than
if
King
he
Griffey.
doesn't get
So-
hurt, he
Bro,
might be
they
the
hit-
best baseball player of all time.
Exactly. Yeah,
They
it's
hit
flipped.
back-to-back home runs
Yes.
in a game.
Yes.
back to back as father-son.
So this is different.
They have
Obviously.
highlights of Griffey stealing catches from his dad
Wait,
in the
he
outfield.
got in trouble for
He didn't
that.
say he's gonna
He
grab
got
it.
his
Dad's
phone.
like-
His cell phone got taken away. He was like 20 years old or something, and he like technically got grounded.
It was his car keys.
Or his car
Oh,
keys.
that's fantastic, dude.
But yeah, no, it's hilarious. But I don't know. I saw this tweet that was like, everybody's mad about Bronny and LeBron James, but nobody's talking about this. And it was Jerry Jones. And I'm like, this dude has never met a Cowboys fan before. Like, nobody is a fan of the Jones fan. Like,
No.
people talk about that all the time.
They
So
do.
Which,
it just,
again,
Even
like,
Cowboys
the thing
fans.
is like,
Taylor talks about
we
it.
get rid of Jerry Jones and we still got to deal with Steven. Like, it's a thing. It's
Yeah,
not
well,
a
all
right,
Bronny,
let's
Bron
move
thing.
How about
on
y'all
from
thank
that. We're
Jerry
getting
Jones for
depressed over
3
here.
12-win
Taylor's
seasons
like,
in a
hold
row?
on. What happened here?
How about you thank Jerry Jones for Super Bowls in the 90s, making y'all such a
I
big
wasn't
franchise?
there. I wasn't there.
Hater.
Wasn't
Hater.
there.
I do love the Collinsworth picture. Again, you know, the media nepo baby, just like myself, just on a higher
Who
level.
else is it? Joe Buck's on there.
They
Who
don't
else?
have Golick on here.
This is
So,
the
like,
best
Joe
one,
Buck,
T-Bob.
that's true nepotism.
Kirk Ferentz and Brian Ferentz. That is the best one.
That is one right there.
That is the
because-
best one.
Oh my God!
Wait,
what
but
a
he was talking about how
horrible play
they
caller.
fired him. They had to like get the they couldn't get him fired.
Yeah, no. They literally had that clause last year
He had to
where they
score
were
like 24 points per game or
yeah,
something like that.
or we were gonna cut your salary, and then he was so bad that they didn't have a choice. They did not.
Just so many
Have a
old people
choice.
in this thread.
Hell yeah.
There's so many old guys.
America, so old right now.
America. Look,
I
I,
mean,
like,
look
I like
at
that
last
they
night.
included some refs here.
So old. Yeah. So I didn't know that. So Sean Hockley, is that
the
Hockley's
Hockeys
son?
can go fly a kite.
It's running rampant in the ref community.
But like,
Dude lives in
Sean-
San Diego and always gave us crappy calls. Terrible. Go get a bigger shirt. Your arms aren't even that big.
His arms
bigger
are pretty big.
shirt.
I was going to say
No,
Sean's
it's a
arms
shirt.
are kind of shameful compared to Dad. Like if your dad is Ed
go
Hockley, you
fly,
have
right.
to do buys and tries every day. Full stop. You really don't have a choice.
Full stop.
You better be jacked. I would start taking steroids if I was Ed Hockley's son. But I'm not, so I didn't. I really wanted to take steroids at times. Like after getting injured all the time and stuff, I was like, oh man, some HGH would just be so badass right now. But it was just too expensive. Couldn't afford it back in college days. Now I would have been making like $800 to $1 million. I could have been set. I could have had that Mel Gibson HGH out here looking like the fountain of youth, William Wallace style. Do you know? No,
Yeah,
anybody-
Brave
Wait,
Heart.
do I know
Yeah,
what William
yeah, yeah,
Wallace
yeah.
is?
What?
Would you-
No, I'm saying he's going to help me out here. I'm just like ranting and raving.
Oh.
Just
No,
like
I wanted to see how
somebody
far.
to
I wanted to see
volley
how
past.
far
Steroids.
into it you were gonna get. Like
Oh,
it's like
Jesus.
Yeah, I
interesting.
know who
Christ,
William
God.
Wallace is.
It's interesting
yeah.
seeing how your brain works though sometimes. So I like to just like let it breathe and see.
And this is probably the most stream of consciousness hour of radio that we do. So that is.
I don't feel like
That is
gets
fair.
a little.
I feel like we don't as like humans do that enough. Like when people are talking, just let it breathe enough. And I'm very guilty of that because I'm excited to like join in, but you really hear some stuff.
Well, and silent. Well, that's like I think always, and this is not me, but the most powerful people in like a negotiating room or something like that are just the ones who like sit there and let you talk, and they just big dog you.
You ramble.
Yeah, they just big dog you by basically forcing you into rambling, unless you're a big dog and then you just sit there and you just like stare,
And you're just sitting there.
and then you just stare at each other, and then it comes a measuring contest of who can say the least.
Measuring what?
Anything you want.
Silence.
And yeah, measuring
Gotcha.
Measuring
silence.
silence.
Yes, silencio. All right, let's go to break. When we get back, we can maybe touch on some more of the fruit tier list, see if we can hash some things out, really get to the pit of things, plant some seeds and whatnot. And more Champagne Shenanigans coming up next.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge, All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. The website is a great place to start your journey with All-Star. Maybe you're buying a new car, used, whatever the case may be. All-Star is your answer. Again, if you need a body shop though, guys, the service center, second to none. Free professional estimates, insurance claims welcome. It doesn't have to be from All-Star. It doesn't have to be a Toyota, all makes and models. They have factory parts on site. They have a shuttle service that'll drop you off and pick you back up if it's like a same-day fix, or you can rent from my girl Lisa Sessions right there if you need your one-stop car shop off of Airline and Good All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge.
When you go to the website, you can check out the new, you can check out where you can lease, you can check out the rentals as well. And we always tell you everything's available in all three of those processes. So if you want to see in a minivan, you can buy a new, you can lease it, or you can rent it, whatever. Like midsize SUV, full-size SUV, sedan, hybrid, all of that is available right now for you. Go to the website to check it all out, allstartoyota.batonrouge.com.
Our listeners fire up their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
When it comes to ending cancer, we push forward, always working together for you. That's why our cancer experts at Ochsner have clinically integrated with MD Anderson Cancer Center. This means advanced cancer care, including access to life-saving clinical trials and integrating care to treat the whole you. Introducing Ochsner MD Anderson Cancer Center. Long live you.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have.
I've tried everything you offered, but I'm still in pain. I've spent money, I've checked cortisone and honey.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Turn it round, can you make it clap? Give your man a heart attack. Free your mind when you throw it back. It feels so good to
That's the good stuff.
That's the good
That's me
stuff.
and Caitlin at the wedding.
I found this song this
It's
week,
true.
and I immediately sent it to T-Bob. I was like, this is him.
Throw some ass, free the mind. I mean, that's it right there, dude.
That's what Gronk was doing in front of Caitlin.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's what
saying.
she said.
Sometimes that's all you can do is throw some ass, dude.
Well, I just think it
You
was.
need to get out of your head, go dance.
I was talking to Caitlin about that, and it was funny because I was like, T-Bob just like desperately wanted to like befriend Gronk, and then Caitlin just telling me these casual stories about how she's just like on the dance floor.
Well,
with
okay,
him.
so look, I've thought about the Gronk stuff because I continue to get crap for it. But here's the deal that you have to understand. Again, like I said,
I wasn't giving. That's not me giving you crap.
I know. But this is just a launching pad to mention that I've been thinking about. Where, again, so we stayed off site, so there were no casual during the day hangouts with the wedding party.
Right.
During the wedding, he's with his boys.
Yeah.
That he never sees anymore. Jamie Collins, Amendola, Ridley, right? Like, does anybody want to be the guy that's like,
hey guys,
like, what are you talking about? No, just let the boys have fun with their boys. They're not there to make new friends.
All I'm saying is that you like talked it up.
Yeah.
What?
That's all.
No,
and then like just for it to be disappointing. Like we all understand. We all get it.
That's because I did think we would have some more casual interactions in the run up to the wedding. I was wrong on that. And and generally the universe does have weird ways of creating these moments where something would happen, but not this time.
Yeah.
But
I just thought it was funny that
these
you
are
had
these
like
boys,
just
dude.
lead into it, you talking about like hanging out with Gronk, and then I'm talking to Caitlin about it, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I didn't even know really who that was."
No,
and we were
she
just
had
like
no
dancing
idea.
on the dance floor. I was like, "What? That's T-Bob's dream," and you stole it
She
from
had
him.
no idea. No, I mean, dude, I played with Danny Amendola, and I
Yeah.
didn't even say what's up to him. They were with the boys, dude.
Yeah,
I
I get
wasn't trying to be a hanger on or bug them.
just a quick what's up?
Like so, dude.
Yeah, what's up, bruh?
Nah, I was too
Cali
busy
dap.
throwing ass, dude. I can't be talking and throwing ass at the same time. Free
If
your
I've
mind.
said it once,
I've said it once.
I mean,
It's like I said.
if
it's
T-Bob
like,
has said it once,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's basically like
That is your motto, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically. Well, I mean, it's because it is real. Like, when you're out there throwing ass, you're not thinking about anything else. You're just
very
having
philosophical.
fun. You're just your mind. When she says free your mind, there is actual depth there that many people will just fly right past.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something very therapeutic about not thinking about anything for an entire night except for just dancing.
Just giving that grandpa a heart attack
And having fun, dude. That's what I'm saying. Shout out Sophie Tucker. Good song.
Mm-hmm. I like her.
Good song.
Her and him. So it's Sophie and Tucker.
Oh, really?
Like Sophie Tucker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
Not Sophie.
They're very Vegas.
Yeah,
DJ,
it all
they're
feels very Vegas for sure. All right, so let's return to the tier list just for a second here. So we have banana with multiple votes for S, watermelon multiple votes for S, pineapple multiple votes for S. Bailey chose strawberries as her S. That's a fine choice as well.
Yeah, solid,
a good one.
Solid choice.
Does apple have to be S?
No.
What about orange?
Have to be?
I mean, it absolutely has to be apple. Does.
Apple doesn't have to be us. Why
What
does
are
it
y'all
have to be
talking
us?
No, I don't think apple
You're
has
the
to be
only
yes.
one in
Is
this
there
room
a
saying
more
yes.
famous fruit than
No.
an apple?
But wait, is
banana.
it what's most famous or what we
Yeah,
think
like,
is
This
like
is
are
not the NBA draft. We're not putting nepotism in this list, bud. Okay, this is.
Y'all think we can make a best fruits tier list?
I don't think that apple tastes as good as any of the ones that we chose.
It's our tier
bro,
list.
a cold apple out the fridge is absolutely S
yeah, and
tier.
that's what you
You
say,
eat 'em
but that's
cold?
not what everyone
Yeah, I eat 'em
says.
cold.
I would choose all four of those fruits over apple.
Do y'all even
Yeah.
Johnny
I would-
Appleseed?
I would go green apple over red apple.
Yep.
Apple cider?
Apple cider's
I don't
delicious.
actually like apple cider at
I
all.
like apple cider,
But
but I
the
don't like
point is,
apple.
America was
sauce
founded
and
on apple cider. Actually, Johnny Appleseed wasn't growing trees to make edible apples because they hadn't been engineered to be sweet enough yet. He was growing trees to make cider, get us drunk, and help us throw ass. And we're not going to have apple as S tier. Okay, sure, whatever. Flawed list. Awful choices.
Then whoa.
We'll
Then
put in the
make
A for
it.
now.
No, wait, hold up. Then take watermelon out of your S
Hold
and
up.
give apple S.
I would say
Yeah.
apple over
you're trying to have
watermelon.
two
We,
S's?
look,
You can't have two.
watermelon's the only one that hadn't had multiple votes for
I
us.
love watermelon.
A lot of people
Yeah,
just
but
have
it's,
apple
it's a
watermelon.
solid
Love
A.
it.
It's a solid
It's a
A.
very solid A.
You think watermelon's an A? The most delicious fruit
delicious.
God has created.
Listen, it's
I
my
would-
second
yeah.
favorite, but if you're going to fight so hard for apple, you can't fight as hard for watermelon.
You can't do both.
You have one S.
I just figured it was one of these self-evident truths where, like, yeah, of course, apple's S, and then we work our way down from there. And then
Because,
you
but
choose
in that same
pineapple.
logic, orange is S.
Yeah, orange.
If we're going by like fame
Yeah.
or fruit.
Yeah, I probably would put orange in S.
Oh my god.
It's a
So what
great
would you
fruit.
So is this
Yes,
your
is
list
B.
or is
It's a
it
great
our
fruit.
list?
I'm just arguing the points that need to be made. If y'all disagree with the points, well, then y'all can win, and we can do apple in the A. But just know it'll be a scientific aberration up there with the creation of opioids. Okay, you
Okay.
basically killed thousands of Northeast teens. I hope you're all happy.
Ooh, someone said caramel apples. I think that's actually a point against apples.
What?
No,
Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah.
You
Hold
like
on.
chewing on
Hold
caramel,
on.
honestly?
I love
Are you
caramel.
going to be real with me?
Yeah, I
and
love
tell me you
caramel.
love almost
it.
breaking your teeth off every
Yes,
time you
every
eat
time
one?
it's a risk.
I
I
just
just put it in
don't.
my mouth.
It's
I
like
hate it.
Russian roulette with that caramel, but I'm
You know
trying.
those suckers? I refuse. They're,
Ooh,
I
so
hate
good.
it.
Oh, I love
And I
those.
like caramel, all right, but I like chewy caramel.
So
the
good.
ones that they put on those apples is not chewy. It's hard. It's going to break
I
your
go to a
teeth
state
off.
fair.
Yeah. Definitely getting a
Well, or
caramel
eating funnel
apple.
cakes for a state fair.
Well, I mean, this is America, of course. Funnel cakes, but
Funnel cakes kind of overrated.
Gosh.
They're
it's
all
not
right.
overrated.
They're all right.
Properly rated.
Proper.
Would you take a
Properly.
funnel cake or a churro?
Funnel cake.
God, both.
I mean, I like churros fine, but
Funnel cake, churro, or beignet? Where are you going?
Ooh, funnel cake and beignet, very similar.
Yeah, churro's not too
I
far.
think
churro's so good.
I think I'm going funnel cake still because it's a little softer. It's a little more of like a
Alondra, funnel cake, churro, or
Beignet.
I think I'm gonna go funnel cake.
Are you even Mexican?
I don't
that
like
is-
cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
well,
that's gonna that would
you
exclude
are.
it then. I love cinnamon.
I love cinnamon.
Yes, I am very Mexican.
I guess you didn't choose churro. I don't know.
That's racist.
Now that I said it out loud, it didn't.
Very much so.
To be
it
clear,
is.
it did not feel good saying it out loud.
Yes,
That's on me. I
very
apologize.
much.
I apologize. That's bad. That's bad for sure. All right, avocado. I would love avocado to be in the A.
Yes.
Wait,
Sure.
I mean, dumb question. Avocado fruit.
I have no
Is
idea.
it? I don't think it is.
It's got that,
I
it's
think
got
it
that
is.
seed in
It
the middle,
feels
right,
like
with
a
the pit?
fruit.
I know tomato is fruit.
Yeah, I think it is a fruit.
I'm pretty sure avocado's a fruit.
I don't think it's a veggie.
We should Google that.
I'm not a big tomato guy.
I
I'm gonna
love
go tomato
avocado.
and
I mean,
the
if it's
beans.
on the list, I mean,
Tomato's a nice.
I don't like
accent
tomatoes.
piece.
Yes, avocados are
Very nice
technically
accent
fruits,
piece.
Okay.
botanically classified as large berries with a single seed,
Okay.
and develop from the ovary of a flowering plant.
Hey, now.
They are also known as alligator pears or butterfruit.
ooh, alligator pear.
Yeah, that
love
makes
that.
sense.
How do we not call
Little-
that here?
Yeah, that's a good question. Hey, Shabo, give me one of them alligator
Hey,
pears.
now.
I love avocados. I don't like tomatoes, so I'm kind of like a
Tomato's versatile.
It's like, no, again, I don't
Salsa?
love tomatoes, but I say B just because of everything they create. But I don't want a tomato on its own,
Ooh.
really.
I'm not really.
I might fight for A for tomato.
Okay, we can
love
put it in the A.
Anybody- anybody love
I
tomatoes
almost
here?
feel like I need
I
to
like
take myself
tomatoes.
off
No.
because I don't.
I like
them.
tomatoes.
I mean, it's just
You
versatile.
throw a little bit like salt and pepper on just like a plain.
That's,
I mean,
that's what
just
my that's my
tomato.
on a
grandpa
sandwich,
used to
I like a
love.
fried
salsa,
tomato.
marinara,
I like a
tomatoes
fried
good.
tomato.
fried green tomato.
It's the only kind I'll eat. Yeah,
I like a fried fill in the blank.
that's true.
Cantaloupe. See,
I love cantaloupe.
Love cantaloupe.
I don't
love
like
cantaloupe.
a flavorless melon, so
I mean,
any of those are gonna go down.
Cantaloupe with some salt on it is like.
You got to add salt to give it
my
flavor.
gosh. No, I like salt on all my melons.
I
B or
know, but I
C?
mean, I feel like you do have to add salt for.
I say
cantaloupe.
I say B.
B? Okay, we
I
can
say
think
B for
cantaloupe's
cantaloupe.
B.
we go B for now. Cherries.
Oh, that is B. Actually,
Real cherries, and we need to.
personally,
real
I
cherry-
think
no,
real
yeah,
cherries
real
are
cherries.
A,
We
but
have
I'll
it.
give you B.
Some people think real cherries are the like maraschino.
They're-
That's
no,
not
no,
a
no.
real cherry.
With the pit still in
yes,
it.
But
I love a
prefer,
cherry.
It's like Chinese food. I prefer the cheap maraschino
Ew.
kind.
Do you? You
Yeah.
prefer it?
Yeah.
I think those are syrupy
Yeah,
and kind of
same.
weird.
I don't like those, but
I
I love an
real
actual
cherry.
Good Shirley Temple cherry. Oh, let's go,
Shirley
dude.
Temple.
Shirley Temple. Goated. Lemons.
A Roy Rogers.
Lemons, I like. I mean,
I can do
well,
without
because I put
lemons.
lemons in
Good
everything.
sugar.
I put lemon in everything.
I don't drink water, so maybe
No,
that's
I mean,
where.
it's
So
not
Give me a ranking.
I put
C.
lemon in every food I cook, not water.
Give me-
Like,
give me a
lemon
ranking.
D.
I put.
I'd say
I,
A or
I
B.
put it in D, but
I
Okay,
would
so we
rather
go
it over a
D or
mini
C?
melon.
A. Let's meet in the middle. We'll go B or C for now.
If that
Not
is
B.
below
Yeah,
a
put it-
melon,
do not
We'll go
put
B
down
for now.
B.
We'll go
there's
B.
no
Yeah.
one in this room who
C.
doesn't use regularly.
but everybody
lemons.
loves melon
Lemon
in this
and a lot
room.
of
I
cooking.
think
Lemon and a
everybody
lot of
loves
cooking
melon,
for sure.
cantaloupe,
No,
watermelon.
we
I
did
would
not
take
like it.
cantaloupe
We
I
did
would
not
take
like it.
cantaloupe
Everybody
over
but you.
lemon, yeah.
Yes.
But
yes,
everyone
me,
liked
yes,
lemon.
You.
But
No,
I mean,
I-
lemon's a little hard to rank. To River's point, because
We
you're not
put
going
it
to
in
eat a lemon.
everything.
You're not going to eat a lemon,
Yeah.
but it is
If
accented
you take
in
lemon
a
out
ton
of foods
stuff.
that you cook, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah. A little lemon spritz goes
You're not
a
just
long
gonna
way.
be biting into a
I don't
lemon.
use lemon
No.
like in anything. So
But I
I'm
also-
the-
I bet you
might be
do and you
bad.
don't realize
Okay,
it.
well let's hold on. let's put a pin in the lemon for now.
I do love lemon pepper chicken wings.
Yeah, those are very good as well.
I love
And lemonade.
You're like, to be clear.
Lime. D.
I think it's
better
than
lemon.
about lime.
Unless you're drinking a margarita, you know. what are
Yeah,
you
I mean, that's all I care about limes for
I
is
think
drinking.
it's better than lemon.
I just don't use. I use them in margaritas, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
I
gonna tell me
didn't
you
know
don't like a
Also,
margarita.
if you get lime juice on your skin and go in the sun, it can legitimately like create a brown spot that does not go away. which is not tight.
So you can give yourself a tattoo?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if I've ever done that. But
Taylor, just spray a bunch of lime juice all over your face and then go hang out at the pool for
Can
5
I do it
hours.
on like my elbow? Like, does it have to be my face?
Nope, just all over your face.
Maybe like the back of my knee.
I want you to feel as self-conscious as possible. Mango.
I like a mango.
I love a mango, but I'll go C.
Yeah.
But I love a mango.
I like mango in things. I don't know if I'm just like
Yeah.
chowing down on mango.
Oh, dried mango cheeks. The freaking
Ooh, I love
best,
dried
like candy.
mango. Yeah.
It's like freaking candy. It's so good.
With some like chili powder.
Plums.
I've done that.
I don't really mess with plums.
Plums are okay.
I
They're
like plums.
They're fine.
Feels like
Because
some
they're
D
like-
fodder.
They are very fine.
They're
Feels
like
some
bigger
D fodder.
cherries to
Yeah.
me.
All
They
right.
taste like bigger cherries.
They are very fine.
I just think about that old nursery rhyme. Plum, old Tom
Oh,
Thumb.
yeah.
Then he stick his finger in the pie and comes out with a plum. People were really bored back in the
We
day.
didn't learn that at Sunset Acres.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with
I knew
that.
that one.
What are you all talking about? That's like hundreds
It's
of
just
years
like a nursery
old.
rhyme.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? I'm telling you, we
Other
didn't learn
hand.
that.
Yeah,
Thumb?
I've never heard that one.
We learned other things at
Yeah, I've
Sunset
never
Acres.
heard it.
Yeah. I just had one of those like giant
Which
book
closed,
of
by the way.
nursery
Shout
rhymes
out.
that they all
Porch.
were in there.
Kiwi.
I
I
would
couldn't
rank it
tell you.
higher
I
than
couldn't
all
tell you
of
if I've
you,
ever
but
had a
I would
kiwi.
say D.
I only eat it in like fruit salad.
Y'all can put
It's
it
okay.
wherever. I love kiwi, but
What's it taste like?
It's almost
It's a
like
little
tart,
sour.
like a little
Yeah.
tart,
little tart, yeah.
I don't know that I've
but
ever
not
had
so
one.
tart that you can't just like eat it.
Yeah.
Grapefruit.
There's a lot of seeds.
D.
I don't like.
I don't
I
love
love
that.
grapefruit, but I
Grapefruit's
don't
awful,
on the list
guys.
at all.
Grapefruit is awful.
In
I-
shape, people always love
I
grapefruit.
love
Grapefruit
grapefruit, but I
is
know
the
that
only
it's
thing that I
polarizing,
don't like
so I
on
recognize
this
it.
like
list.
it.
Grapefruit
Dude.
has to be D.
Yeah, it
I
sucks.
It has
just
to not be on the list.
I could literally
It
just
tastes like body odor.
eat grapefruit for every meal. I love
Awful.
it so much. It's probably one of the best fruits for you.
It's a bit. I was
It
just
is
saying,
the
healthy
healthiest
people
fruit.
are obsessed with
But
grapefruit.
look, I love Taco Bell and I love grapefruit. You know, you got to find your balance.
Yeah.
You got to find your balance somehow.
Raspberries.
They're okay.
B.
I love
C,
a raspberry
B, C,
tea.
C, B, B, C, B, C, B, C, B,
C.
C.
I think
C,
C.
yeah,
All right.
It's raspberries.
The thing about raspberries, and this is
I'd even
actually
put it
a
at
ton
D,
of
to
fruit,
be honest.
is like when they're hitting, they're great.
Yeah.
But it's like when we talk about blueberries too many times.
Inconsistent.
Yeah, they're just sometimes they don't have the flavor because you're trying to mass produce these things. We're no longer like growing them in season and then like buying them when it's appropriate for them to be grown. And so, yes, it's like off-season watermelon sucks. Summer watermelon S tier.
Well, that's like doctors when they talk about people who work with moms and dads to teach their kid to eat better or whatever. That's what they talk about. They're like, the reason that your kid doesn't like the reason your kid wants a Dorito and not like, a blueberry is because every time they eat a blueberry, it tastes different to
true.
them.
Yeah.
Every time they eat a Dorito, it tastes the exact same.
Yeah, consistency
It's
is
so
key.
consistent. So it's like they don't know whether they're going to get that good blueberry or the gross one.
Blackberries.
I
Again,
like them better than raspberry.
Awesome. I agree. Awesome when they're good, dude. So good when they're good. B?
Yeah.
B.
Which one?
Blackberry.
Blackberry.
Oh, yeah. B?
Yeah.
Okay.
For now. Honeydew.
Low B.
Honeydew.
Yeah, it's like
I'm going to be
D?
meh on any
C?
melon.
Oh,
D or C.
Honeydew's another one that is good, but
would
like
give
just gets
honeydew B.
thrown into fruit salad trays.
Yeah.
I love honeydew.
So we got a lot of D's. You'd say B. I say we split the difference and go
I
C.
would say C.
Okay.
All right. Coconut.
Yeah.
I'm an off the list
okay,
for
I'm glad we
coconut.
agree. A.
No.
Okay.
Coconut should be just off the list.
Coconut
Yeah,
can
why?
go somewhere deep.
What, coconut
deep,
water's
deep.
incredible.
I don't like
No, it's
coconut
not.
water.
It tastes
like
It's
cat
just- It
piss.
tastes disgusting.
Like cat piss would taste.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
B.
it's not great.
I would rather be dehydrated than drink
Yeah.
coconut water.
I would rather seize up in a full body cramp than drink coconut water.
Absolutely, 100%. Look, we have so many
Am I
nods in
taking
the back.
crazy pills? Y'all don't like coconut water, fresh coconut
I love
water.
coconut water.
Thank you.
I don't.
Like,
I
what are we
love
talking
it.
about? It's
No,
like
I
one of the
would-
greatest
I would
things on the
literally rather-
planet.
Refreshing.
Yeah.
If I was dying of dehydration and they were like, all you got to do is drink this coconut water, I'd be like,
What?
R.I.P.
Oh.
I mean, I'd drink it. I don't know if I'd enjoy it. I
You
wouldn't
wouldn't like it.
die.
It's like, no,
You wouldn't
I'm
like
dying.
it.
Get it out of my face.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
I'm shocked.
You're peeing blood, ma'am. I don't care.
Your lips are super dry. Looking
Coconut D.
Yeah.
That is an
I'm just
insane.
invalid.
All right.
At least give me
Firmly D.
C. It's completely
C.
invalid if coconut goes to D.
You can't.
Coconut on the level of plums?
All right, I don't know. Okay,
You
so
high?
you want it high. What about you, Taylor? Where do you want to put it?
Coconut?
Yeah.
I would put it right in front of grapefruit at D.
Okay, me too.
God,
But
y'all are-
Alondra, C or B?
I would say C at least.
Okay.
A at least. No,
I'm
where
D.
would you rank it
B.
personally?
I would rank it B
I would
personally.
go A.
I would put it in the basement.
So y'all are saying DDD, so we'll go C.
Yeah.
C.
If we have 2 high, 3 low.
C for
That feels
coconut.
very high.
I can't even with you right now.
That does.
Cucumber.
D.
What?
I
Okay.
love
I don't
cucumbers.
Wait, cucumbers are fruit?
I was gonna say
I don't
B.
know.
I love cucumber. I would say B.
Somebody put it on the list. I didn't put it on the list.
I don't know that it's
I'm
a fruit,
pretty
but if
sure
we're
it's a
ranking
We
it,
can do another split the difference here because this would be a D for me. So you want to put cucumber in the C as well?
I like
Cucumbers are
cucumbers.
botanically considered fruit.
Okay.
I'd say B. But I mean,
I'd say B as well.
I like cucumbers.
We can do C if. Like, so you like?
Oh,
them
you
too?
like them too. Ooh,
So
it seems
B.
like it needs to be
I
higher
think we
than
need
C,
to do
yeah.
a B. B,
It's like a B
for the
fruit.
cucumbers.
Like a B fruit.
B?
Yeah.
For
Wait,
cucumbers.
It got 3 Bs.
It's got what?
3 Bs.
Oh, 3 Bs?
What
I'm
about
going
Ba- wait,
D.
we have
I would
Bailey.
go-
What do you
I
think
would go
about
D
cucumbers?
with cucumber.
Seems like another
all
split
right,
the difference
all right,
here.
all right.
Wait, no, we need a...
Bailey.
Oh, yeah,
here,
Bailey,
get
what do
on
you got
the-
with
what do you think?
cucumbers?
I'd also give him a B.
Oh,
that's
that's
right.
right.
For Bailey, we'll go
Thanks,
B.
Bailey.
For Bailey, we'll
Also,
go
to be
B.
clear, this was not
Okay.
acknowledged, but Bailey was also given a hard head shake for coconut.
You're into coconuts?
No,
Bailey?
you don't
No,
like-
she does not like coconut.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
hard
no.
head shake.
I
It
go
tastes
to
like sand.
Pliables and I get no coconut flakes.
Thank
Oh
you.
my
Yeah,
Thank you.
same.
Freaking
Same.
the youth. Our country is doomed.
The youth.
Unbelievable.
Whoa, that all y'all can.
Say
I
that
literally
felt like
just
a
spent an
shot.
entire week fantasizing about the next coconut water I could have
I
while in
love
Mexico,
coconut water.
and now everybody just like just crapping all over my dreams.
You know you can just get coconut water here.
Yeah, no, I drink it
Okay.
here too. It's great, but I'm talking about
You know it's not
fresh
exclusive to Mexico.
coconut. A fresh coconut, like drinking it out of the coconut, is one of life's greatest pleasures.
I was so excited for coconut water when it became a thing. Like
Yeah.
it was like one of my last years playing football, and they sent the Broncos like all the coconut water that you could ever imagine, and I heard so many great things about it. I was so fired up. The whole team had a sponsorship, and then I tasted it. I was like, "This is cat piss.
This is bad.
This is awful." Yes,
I've had a cat for a very long time. Rest in peace. Have you smelled
Rest in
cat
peace, Gerald.
piss?
that's what it tastes like.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Okay, I would like to be clear though, to T-Bob's point.
Thank you.
Any coconut water I've ever had has been, like a bottle.
Oh, but I love a bottle or box coconut water.
Okay,
as well.
but I was gonna say
Yeah.
maybe if I'm drinking it out of the coconut, but I don't even
No,
like
that's
I'm not
fancy.
getting coconut in my stuff either, so I don't even like that. But I'm wondering if maybe I'm drinking it out of the actual coconut, if it would taste better.
I mean, my
Like, am
my
I-
favorite candy is almond joy. So
Is what-
obviously, I love coconut.
Is what I'm drinking the coconut equivalent of like a maraschino cherry?
Fair.
You know?
That's a fair point.
It's still really good though. Even
But T-Bob
normal
says it's the
coconut
same, so
water,
I don't
dude.
know.
It's not the same, but it's still very good. All right. All right. So Taylor, let's go ahead and throw this up on the board, and then we can, horse trade our way to a staircase eventually. But there it is.
Where did we put orange?
Y'all said A.
That's A to
oh
me.
yeah.
I mean, surely orange.
A,
is
A.
right?
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Let's not get too
I love
crazy
oranges.
here, guys.
I love
Come on.
oranges.
For sure. A.
Is there anything better than orange slices after a Pop Warner football game
No.
or at halftime? Get
Wait,
your energy
whoever
back?
decided to do that, I think was not thinking it through. Like, we're giving all these little kids all these oranges. They get so sticky. They have to peel them, but then I have to peel them.
Yeah.
We could have decided on a better fruit for
yeah, but
post
the football field doesn't matter.
A banana.
Yes, they're just so sticky.
Okay. This is actually a pretty good first pass, guys.
Well, there's
like
an
shape-wise.
easy solution.
This is
is to make
very
it as a
aesthetically
staircase.
pleasing.
Hey, there's a very
Hold on,
easy solution.
Okay, hold on. Commercial break.
Look,
Commercial
look.
break. Commercial break. Commercial break. Commercial break. For those that are listening on the radio, they are moving the coconut into D. This will not stand. Don't worry, guys. I will fight for it on the other side of the break. More to be coming up next.
Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Pinnacle Exterior Construction. PECbuilt.com. PECbuilt.com. You need outdoor living area, be it like an outdoor kitchen. You need any size, style of fence. You need bulkheads, pergolas, any outdoor construction. They're your answer. Custom pool, spec pools. They're your answer. You need pool maintenance, okay? That funny guy on Instagram, Derek Cahill, he's always complaining about his pool and the curse that it is because he's trying to self-do the maintenance. Well, PEC will do it for you, okay? And they can get you ready just now. They have year-round maintenance plans if you want that as well. PECbuilt.com.
Yeah, I mean, they can obviously, we talk about pool game, custom pools, spec pools. They got a whole brochure full of those spec pools, not just like a little kidney shape. I mean, multiple options for you. Check that out. Also, artificial turf. right? You want turf in your backyard, putting green, a place to work out, like a place that changes your space. They can put that artificial turf in your yard. PECbuilt.com.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Elevate brand visibility, ignite customer engagement with the power of radio and digital advertising combined. Guarantee Digital Media brings the two together as a trusted media partner in Louisiana for nearly a century. Claim your free digital audit at guaranteemedia.com.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial properties, so retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Farming is a way of life for us. It's not something we get up in the morning and dread going do. It's just something we go to bed at night looking forward to getting up to go do. John Deere equipment is what we as farmers strive to have. It's in your blood, it's in your veins. It's just a part of who you are. Green is what we want to be in. The other tractors were acquired to patch it up to get to where you want to be. Where we want to be is in John Deere. Flip the switch and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-26.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Oh, we didn't put passion fruit in here.
Perfectly okay.
Another banger, by the way.
I just don't know that.
No passion for passion fruit?
I mean, I don't know that I have
I don't
an
think
opinion.
I've had it.
Yeah, I
I've
don't.
never had it.
Okay.
I mean, do you have an opinion?
No, I guess I've only really ever had passion fruit sake.
Oh, and you do.
I've never had actual passion fruit.
He does love his sake.
Is there like a major fruit we forgot?
That's what I'm wondering. Surely there's something.
only
I
thing
don't
I
think
can-
so,
I don't
though.
think so.
I thought the chat would have already said.
Chat would have nailed us if we had just left like something
crazy
way
out.
out. I don't think I asked for peach. I think I just put peaches.
Did we
in
do
the
pears?
A. Do
Oh,
have
we did
pear
put
in it?
pear in there.
Oh, we did put
Pears.
pears.
I
love
think pears
pears.
are very fine.
Pears like a B or C.
I can
yes.
add it.
See.
It's like a very regular fine fruit.
Hey, but actually though,
So someone said kumquat, and funny story.
I don't know what a kumquat is. to
It's
be honest.
almost like a tart. It's like a small tart, like orange a little bit. They grow on trees here. I don't have any allergies. No allergies.
You're allergic to
As like a
kumquats?
25-year-old, I ate a kumquat for the first time, and I
Broke out in hives?
I'm allergic.
The Kumquats.
That's it.
That's
the only allergy
It's a
that
funny fruit to be allergic to. I mean,
like I was like working somewhere and some guy, he has like a tree of them and he brought them in. He was like, we have a meeting and he was like, here's,
are those kumquats?
I was like, sure, I'll try.
No!
You can eat the peel off of them too. Like they're good. They're tart. They would be a good drink mixer. Like
Speaking
that flavor.
of sexy fruit,
I don't know that this fruit is sexy. I want to be very clear. I think you're thinking
It
of the
looks like
name.
a
It's not a sexy
oval.
fruit.
no. I'm thinking of pears still.
Oh.
Oof. I mean,
Okay.
forget
You
a
do
banana.
love a pear shape.
Pear is my S tier fruit in terms of sensuality.
I'm going to be so in the minority. Figs? Anybody?
I love figs. Is that a fruit though?
Figs is a fruit.
What about dates? Are dates fruits?
I like dates.
I like dates.
Bro, dates with peanut butter are just one of the
Dates
best
with anything.
wrapped in
combinations ever.
bacon.
Yeah. Shoot.
It's a
Now we
really
gotta
good
add
sweetener.
dates.
I think figs is a fruit, right?
I think
Yeah,
so.
fig is a
Figs
fruit.
is,
Okay.
yeah.
Figs have a little wasp inside them, right?
I love Fig Newtons.
I don't know. I think that might be.
False.
I think.
A what?
But a fig Newton ain't fig.
A what?
We can't count a fig Newton as a
It
fig.
has fig in
That's
it.
like cherry.
has
That's
fig
maraschino
in
cherry.
it,
That's maraschino
but-
cherry.
Whoa,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
It's not real,
Yes,
no.
dude. A
It's-
fig Newton
that
is
is
a
not.
maraschino cherry is more cherry than a fig Newton is fig. 100%.
What?
Yes.
No, it's a Fig
It's
Newton.
artificial flavoring.
It's no,
Yeah.
dude.
No,
I don't
y'all
buy it.
crazy.
No, you can get like even
You
like an
can make them
organic fig
yourself.
Newton. I still would not say is very.
No,
Figgy.
y'all are
Figgy.
crazy.
Figgy.
It is a Fig Newton.
What about
Yeah.
figgy pudding?
Ooh.
Oh, bring
What if
us
I
some
like
figgy pudding.
What were you
Oh,
talking about?
bring
A
us
wasp
some fig-
earlier.
What?
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about?
Is it something about a wasp?
Oh, I think dates, not dates. No, figs, like wasps, like banging them or something, and they get encased in them.
That can't be true. I'm allergic to wasp. I love
Hey,
figs.
hold on. Figs and wasps. Let's see what Google says. Do all figs have wasps? Thanks to an enzyme known as phycin that is present in figs, the dead wasps in the figs are simply broken down and absorbed back into the fruit.
What?
Remember, not all figs have wasps in them. Some variety, including many grown for the supermarkets, don't need to be pollinated by fig wasps. Huh. So, yes and no.
That is a crazy.
The
fact that
relationship
I-
between the
Pomegranates. We
fig tree
hadn't
and
thought about
wasp
that.
Oh, yeah, I
shows
love
mutualism. The wasp lays its eggs and also pollinates the figs in fluorescence. So wasps are out here just banging fig trees?
They're the Timothy Chalamet of the.
All right, when do we get back? Reddit saying that figs are flowers, not fruit. I don't know. We'll have to check.
I mean, it's on the Google list of most popular fruits.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah.
Ask the Bench coming next.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
CentralPlumbing.org, CentralPlumbing.org, 925-8552. CentralPlumbing.org. You need 50 years of experience, okay? You want flat rate pricing, licensed, bond insured employees, and a great warranty once the work is done? You want Central Plumbing, guys?
Grapes.
Grapes? Yeah, we got grapes on there.
Oh, okay.
I think I might have
Sorry. No, you.
pre-rank grapes. I'm not sure. I have in the A. Central Plumbing's in the S when it comes to plumbing. Okay? So you got a problem with your pipes? Have Central Plumbing fix it. 925-8552, centralplumbing.org, centralplumbing.org.
Not only in emergencies, though, if you want to upgrade at your home or business, they can certainly come in and they can do that for you, even if it's one main restroom, if it's a main bathroom at your home, whatever it might be. Like, they can come in. If it's 5 restrooms at your business, they can handle that. Go find that information at centralplumbing.org.
Get the 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge app powered by Bayou Ford and tap the microphone icon to send us your thoughts in an audio message. Your message could be played on air during Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob, The Hunt Palmer Show, and after further review with Matt Moscone.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
When it comes to ending cancer, we push forward, always working together for you. That's why our cancer experts at Ochsner have clinically integrated with MD Anderson Cancer Center. This means advanced cancer care, including access to life-saving clinical trials and integrating care to treat the whole you. Introducing Ochsner MD Anderson Cancer Center. Long live you.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
As long as this happens.
What's happening, y'all? Let's close out the show. Little Ask the Bench brought to you by Cold Coors Live is here until the Blooming Lights catch the street. Ask the Bench, best use of fruit in a line of movie dialogue.
A line of.
I mean, so he mentioned
so...
Goodwill Hunting, and that's hard.
Oh,
to
how
beat.
you like apples?
Yeah, how do you like them
That
apples?
right?
That's hard.
That
I got
whole
a
scene,
number.
Yeah.
That whole scene.
But then again, I could eat a peach for hours.
But who has not in their life?
That's pretty good.
That's probably my answer.
Who in their life has not wanted a moment like that, where someone's just trying to like big dog you, and you're like,
oh no, I saw an entire.
let me tell you how this is gonna go.
I saw what comedian was it? A comedian did an entire stand-up routine on this. Like Matt Damon wrote that movie, and he just makes himself like a superhero, basically. Like
we've all wanted to be there.
It's everybody's fantasy.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even go to school. He's the smartest guy in the room.
My favorite.
Wait, which
sorry,
one?
Go ahead.
No, sorry.
Goodwill Hunting.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind.
He's a janitor.
Yeah, A Beautiful
Genius.
Mind was real, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My favorite, Beverly Hills Cop, Banana in a Tailpipe. Y'all are all too young to know what that is.
Beverly Hills Cop.
You remember, Taylor?
Yeah, he puts
we
it in
talked
there.
about this the other day. Yeah,
He puts it in there so that they can't drive away.
Not
'cause
gonna
the
bomb with
exhaust
a banana
is-
in a tailpipe. Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop 2, the highest grossing movie of 1987. Ask the Bench.
I wonder who told you that.
Shout out my guy John.
Shout out John.
From Rouse's.
Say John.
Peach cobbler or blackberry cobbler? If you haven't had the latter, I feel real pity for you.
Peach.
I've never had blackberry cobbler though.
Peaches are incredible.
Yeah.
I could eat a peach for how? Hashtag Ask the Bench. Your favorite fruit referenced in a song.
Peaches
These are
come
so-
from a man.
Yes.
Or can. They were put there by a man. Yeah.
Engineered fruit.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
Strawberry Wine by Dina
Oh,
Carter.
yes.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the answer.
My heart just like did a thing.
I know.
I love that song.
Great song.
Lainey
Still gonna go
Wilson,
Peaches.
Watermelon Moonshine.
It's another good one.
I
I
think
don't think
it's
I know that
strawberry
one,
wine.
but I think
It is Strawberry Wine.
Oh wow, good
Pina
one,
Colada.
Taylor.
Oh,
Pina
yeah.
Colada. Does that count in
Yeah,
this?
that song is
Wait, the
wild.
Garth Brooks one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about I like pina.
Yeah, that's what I
Do you
thought you
like
were talking about, too.
pina
Oh, it's both.
coladas?
Yeah. They're both.
Getting lost.
Speaking of food songs, Cheeseburger in Paradise, banger.
Yeah, it is.
Hashtag
R.I.P.
Ask the Bench. Best Bluebell ice cream flavor, vanilla.
Cookies and cream.
I just like chocolate.
I mean, Cookie Two Step's pretty good.
That one is good.
They have
too.
so many good ones.
They have
Cookies
a
and
lot
cream
of good
is a
ones.
classic.
Wedding Cake's really good.
Ooh, wedding cake is good.
I haven't tried it yet, but I hear the oatmeal cream pie one.
I bet it is.
Huh.
I bet Nick Saban loves it.
I bet
It
that
is
one's
very
good.
good.
Survive ask the bench. With football season coming up, I have a guy who is under negative right behind me. I think he means in the stadium in his season tickets. He's a guy who's super negative behind him.
Oh, okay.
How do I prepare to handle him when I'd love to just punch him? He
Do it.
complained
Just punch
all
him.
year last year about Jaden Daniels.
Punch him.
I remember somebody telling me a story. I won't say who, but they before they knew Musso, they sat in front of him at the LSU baseball games. They didn't know who he was, but they were like, "There's always this guy behind me, and he just won't stop yelling, and he's so negative and whatever." And then Musso got the job here, and he was like, "Oh God, that's the guy! That's the guy!"
That's the guy. I think you just nut tap him.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, you just turn around and say, "Shut up!" Bah. You just give him a little back
See how that
knuckles
goes?
to the
Yeah.
nuts. Ask the bench. Best usage of food in a fight scene. Off the jump, I'm gonna go in Hook when they have the
These
imaginary
questions
food
are so
fight.
specific.
I
American
love
Pie?
the Hook imaginary food fight. Not a fight scene.
That was a
I thought
fight.
it was just food scenes. I thought we were talking about food scenes.
Hey now. That said, that led me to trying some things as well. They did not feel great.
Does the Family Stone scene count as a fight scene whenever it's
when
not
they're
a
throwing
fight,
food at each
but
other?
like
Yeah. I would say so. When they're kind of breaking down a little bit. God, what a movie.
The fear in her eyes.
Hashtag Ask the Bench. I'm about to do some bush hogging. What should I listen to? Any Rex? What's bush hogging?
I don't know what bush hogging is.
It's like plowing,
You would
pushing
know.
trees back and stuff. Big tractor.
What
Bush
should
hogging,
you
like-
listen to while bush hogging then? Probably throw some ass.
No.
Gold Chain Cowboy.
Yeah.
She thinks
Get
my
you some
tractor
Parker
sexy
McCollum
would be a
on.
good one.
Okay,
You're on a
see,
big tractor,
you think
you
my
know,
track-
big
Oh,
green
so Skinny
tractor.
Kenny.
Save a horse
Skinny
riding
Kenny.
cowboy.
Skinny
Big green
Kenny
tractor.
said
I mean, all
on
these-
the Pat McAfee show that he doesn't play. She thinks my tractor's sexy at his concerts.
I mean, guys, come on. Like, let's just. Well, I guess he can. He has enough where he can do that, but like, I don't know.
Play it.
Yeah,
You're saying
I know.
play the hits.
Like, come on.
Play the hits.
Dance with the girl that got you here.
Yeah,
You know.
I agree.
All right. That's it.
Remember, in any situation where you don't like what the guy's saying to you,
Punch him.
no, nut tap him.
Nut tap.
Nut tap him.
Say, hey, Bo, get out of here. You're annoying.
But also, you can punch him if you want to.
Just punch him.
Yeah.
That's assault. Nut
That's
tap.
assault, brother.
So is
Yeah, nut tap might be assault too.
Nut tap is
Sexual.
Different
sexual
way.
assault.
The Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Get Gordon, get it done. If someone nut taps you, you need somebody who's going to stand up to the big insurance company. 225-88. 8888. 8888. A lot of eights. All the eights. But the point is,
7 of them to be exact.
getgordon.com. Yeah, sure. You go there and you can fill out a consult form right there online if you want to do it that way, or you can call them up. But either way, they're going to be there for you when you need them. They're going to get you what you deserve. And never forget, follow them on social media where you see a lot of great content with your favorite athletes, as Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys continues to be a leading voice in the NIL space, helping bring LSU to the top. Get Gordon, get it done today.
GetGordon.com is a great tool for you. You can get a consultation set up. You can ask a question on the website. You can check out what they can do for you in the courtroom, past client results. T-Bob gave it to you at Get Gordon on social media, and then your area code in Louisiana, followed by 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers,